Hello, everybody out there in podcast land. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Lone Wolf Paintball. Lone Wolf Paintball is an online supplier that has been around for a very long time. They've actually been Michigan's premier paintball field and supplier since 1987. Now expanding into the online retail store, they are really trying to do their best to supply everything you need to the paintball community. They have it all. You can head over to lonewolfpaintball.com. If you want Field 1, HK, GI, Dye, it doesn't matter. They got it. You can surf the website. You can check it out. They have what you need, guaranteed. And they also boast excellent customer service and same-day shipping. That's pretty badass. You could go to the website, order something, and it's going to be sent out that day. That's fantastic. That's amazing customer service. So again, guys, if you would like, you could head over to lonewolfpaintball.com. You could also check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Their Instagram is Lone Wolf PB, and their YouTube is Lone Wolf Paintball. And you can see and keep up to date with all their latest deals, their sales, their content. It's a lot of really fun stuff. Play the Game Podcast is excited to have them on board, and you guys should head over and become part of the community. All right. We are brought to you by Heal Brand. Heal Brand is the best CBD company that we have ever come across. I've been taking CBD products for years now, and I absolutely love it. But Heal Brand has taken my CBD consumption level to the next tier. This stuff is really the luxurious, high-quality, best brand that you're going to come across. Their whole claim to fame is the nanotechnology. It's the real deal. The claim is that through their nanotechnology, the CBD can actually break through the cellular wall and get into the bloodstream much faster and more efficiently. So you need less to do more. Often CBD products, you'll need to take it for a couple weeks before you really start noticing all of the benefits. With this stuff, as soon as you take it, you notice it right away. Within 15, 20 minutes, you're feeling the benefits of CBD. CBD is great for inflammation, anxiety, sleeping, all sorts of different stuff. CBD is really exploding on the scene because it has such a wide variety of benefits. I personally love to use CBD before I go to bed so I can get a full, well-rested night of sleep. Sleep is so crucial. It's so important. If you want to recover well, if you want to fight off depression and anxiety and those unwanted emotions, proper sleep is where you need to start. CBD products really help me do that, and Heal Brand CBD has a wide variety of options of different products, different formulas. It is all natural. It's amazing. This stuff is fantastic. You guys can head over to healbrand.com, check them out, and there is an exclusive offer to all of our PTG listeners. If you use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout, you'll get 10% off. This episode is brought to you by G2 Paintball. G2 Paintball is back, and you guys should be incredibly excited. If you are in the area, in Arizona or anywhere on the West Coast, you want to make sure you do not miss this. Being in paintball shape is one of the most important things to being a top-level player. Not just a top-level pro, but a top-level player in any division. If you are trying to win tournaments, you want to be in the best physical condition possible. Paintball is so physically demanding. It requires so much of your physical ability, and G2 Paintball is designed to help you maximize that potential both on and off the field. G2 Paintball played a huge role in our World Cup win. It pays dividends to get out there and do these exercises, do these kinds of training. It is so difficult. It is very tough, but it is going to put you in position to win events, and that's what we're here to do. I teach this at all of my clinics. I always preach the importance of physical fitness in paintball ability. You can get all the way to the finals, but if you are only at 60% and a less talented, less skilled, less experienced team is at 90 or 100%, they are likely going to beat you. Do not let your physical ability be the reason you guys are not winning events. Get signed up for G2. If you guys are in the area, make sure you get active, get involved. It is owned and operated by Victor Gamboa and Rusty Glaze. You have players like Tyler Harmon, myself, Ryan Greenspan, all part of the entire G2 program. You guys can stay up to date with everything at g2paintball.com, and we hope to see you at an event very soon. This episode is brought to you by Transfuse. Transfuse is the only all-natural electrolyte drink that you guys need to have in your cabinets. We love this stuff. We've been using this for an entire season now. This stuff is amazing. I feel great when I drink Transfuse. I drink it every single day. I don't go a day without putting a packet of Transfuse in my water. It's very easy, very portable, easy to travel with, and delicious to drink, which means that you're going to love drinking it and you're going to drink more of it, which is going to be incredibly beneficial to your health. Has magnesium, potassium, sodium, which are all amazing for proper hydration. It has zinc, vitamin C, vitamin B, and choline. These things are incredible cognitive enhancers and immune boosting formulas that you don't want to miss out on, especially in times like this. I'm telling you, I drink Transfuse every single day. I love it. Tyler does as well. Anybody who has tried it has been just pouring with great feedback back to us. There's a reason that they're at all the NXL events, and a lot of the top teams and top professionals are using this product. Do not walk around dehydrated. I never realized how dehydrated I was, even when I was drinking all sorts of water. It's not enough. You need the proper nutrition. You need the right ingredients. Transfuse has done a great job of curating the perfect formula. Transfuse is absolutely spectacular, and for all of our listeners, there is a special deal for any Play the Game listener. If you head over to translabs.com, that's TRANZLABS.com, and use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout, you will get 10% off. If you subscribe, which means they auto ship you your package every single month, whatever you want, whatever type, whatever flavor, whatever electrolyte formula you desire, they will give you an additional 11% off. So it becomes a 21% discount exclusively for all Play the Game listeners. Huge shout out, and we are incredibly thankful for our supporters. And if you guys would like to go support them, it's translabs.com. Use code PLAYTHEGAME. All right, PTG fam, we got another banger of an episode for you guys. This time we have Harris Hussain from New York Extreme. Everybody knows Harris. He's loud, he's colorful, he's vibrant, he's the smack talking, loader dumping, counterpart to the loader dumping king of New York. Harris Hussain is an actual dominator on the field. He talks smack, but he can back it up, and NYX had an amazing performance at the last event. So it's going to be really cool to sit down and talk with him about his team's performance, how he believes that the organization is going to do moving forward. And really, I'm curious to see what the turning point has been for them and why they've started to have so much success. NYX has always been a team that was, kind of knocking on the door. They'd go 2-2. They'd be able to beat really good teams, but then they'd lose to, some teams that they should beat on paper, and really struggled with consistency. But it seems like they're figuring that out, and that's definitely a scary thing for the league. So without further ado, we're going to hop in the show and sit down with Harris. All right.
That was an insane inside move by Marcelo Margot. Great communication. And the crowd starts chanting Harmon. Great shot by all the guys. So Tyler Harmon saved that game. He came out with 2 wins. Marcelo Margot was on fire.
All right, everybody, we got him, the big man himself, Harris Hussain of New York Extreme,
baby.
In the building, fresh off of a pretty phenomenal performance at the NXL Philadelphia Open. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Good. We actually just got done working a little while ago. Played paintball this weekend, even though a lot of dudes took the days off.
Yep.
A couple of us did it.
No days off. Love that. Yeah,
Days
you guys
off.
played good. You guys played
Thanks,
really good
man.
at the last event, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's about time. We need to, Rich has actually, Telford helped us a lot. We've been really putting the work in. We played against the Russian Legion for 4 days before the event, so.
Nice.
That's big. That's big. Yeah, I mean, you guys have shown flashes of brilliance. You guys have obviously beat really good teams in the past. It's been, more of a struggle with consistency, right? And it seems like you guys are kind of starting to figure that out. That's typically how it goes with the younger or the newer teams, and also younger and newer players, right? When you see good players coming to the pro league, the first sign is like, okay, does this player have a breakout moment or a game? They might, but then they might struggle a few games after that, right? And it's when those players or teams start having that consistency at that level that they really start doing well. And it seems like you guys that's kind of starting to click.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much say wherever New York Stream goes, where Harris Hussain goes. So,
Boom,
just want to
boom.
throw my little
Boom,
jab in
boom, boom,
there, So, we had a very good event. I mean, honestly, everything was just really clicking for me that event too. So that definitely benefited. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's always fun to watch you guys. I'll keep saying it. You guys are one of my favorite teams of all time, just because of the energy that you guys bring to paintball. And I know, I've known a lot of you guys on the squad for a long time. Thomas Mantoni, I've known him since I was a little kid on Twisted Factory playing against him. So, it's just cool to see you guys still going at it, pushing the limits. And the Houston Heat New York game at the tournament, that was one of the best games, in a long time. That was a crazy game for Fedorov to come through at the end there and win it like that. That was insane.
Bro, literally. So I legit cried after the match.
No.
Because bro, I've never cried ever in my entire life. I'm not a crier. I don't like
Yeah.
cry. I
Yeah.
probably haven't cried in like 20 years. But the way that we were playing that tournament, that
Mhm.
if whoever played that match or won, I felt I was going to win the tournament, and
Mhm.
I thought we were going to win, but that was the
Dude, you
worst.
guys you guys played lights out. I mean, it doesn't get much closer than that. What was it? 7-7? Is that what and then
Seven
or
to
was it
six was the final score, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was like 8-7, 7-6, something like that. Bro,
Yeah.
they were grinder points too. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
you were looking, dudes were huffing and puffing everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I think they even said, like, I was watching it and they were saying, like, even, dude, you, Harmon, never get tired. And they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
he was tired. And I was like, like,
Yeah.
I was definitely tired, but I was like, I'm not pulling myself out. Never. I would die before I do that. I mean, we had
Of course.
our snake players were literally gasping for air. I seen you guys
Yeah.
actually took out, did Federer came out for a point or so too.
Yeah, we had I mean, it's tough work huffing in that dust, out there, especially
Yeah.
for those front guys. That was a unique thing about that field in particular is you're just huffing in some dust and after a while you're like, "Okay, I'm going to need to take one here and then I'll get back to it." But it was crazy out there. It was a lot of fun. And for all the naysayers, the field wasn't bad at all. Like
No, it wasn't.
I've played on way worse. And there was times when like in the past where I've played on like concrete parking lots and stuff like that and like sliding on glass is what it felt like when you're out there. So it's like to have that field was not bad at all. It was good.
No, it wasn't. And when we were playing against you guys, bro, like like we actually played damage the match before,
Yeah.
and during our team meeting, they were like, "Hey, take out Keith Brown." Rich looks at me, and I was like, "Okay, this will be
Mhm.
easy." So then, yeah, and we got did a good job of break shooting, and then we played you guys. Same thing happened. I was locked in on that zone, so I was able to really pin in on Chad George a bunch, and that
Yeah.
I knew that if we could take Chad out of the game,
Mhm.
that's like a huge hit for you guys. You know what I
It
mean?
was. You guys did a really good job of that. And that was like one of the things I was like, I don't care how we get this man to a bunker. I need him. And I could tell that you guys were picking on him. So you just have to be thinking on your toes at the highest level, right? Like that's the cool thing about what we do at the professional level in paintball is it's this dance, man. I'm telling you, it's like a dance battle. We're out there, you shake it to the left, shake it to the right, and you got to go up the middle sometimes. And we're just trying to create the best outcome for our team. But it's just mental warfare. And like when you guys can hone in on a guy like that and take a player like Chad George off the field, it's detrimental for sure.
Bro, so we only kept like off the break. I was shooting that way, and after we had that meeting that night and figured out we were playing you guys, I stayed up another like 2.5 hours and watched every one of your matches. And I
Yeah.
was watching where Chad George was like running his routes, so I knew where to
Hmm.
put my paint for him all the time. Like I stayed up till like almost 1:30 in the morning, just watching
Yeah.
where he was running his routes, so I could really pinpoint. And I knew that like the moment that he even gets past that snake tower into the snake at all, we would call the
Hmm.
snake one, which would be like the little mini wing. He's
Hmm.
already in the 50 snake. He's not
Yeah.
waiting. So
No.
like the moment I knew that, I knew right away. Boom, boom, boom. Like I found out like his how he was playing that field. So
Yeah.
anytime if he got wide on me, I'd call it right away.
Video. I mean, doesn't get
Dude,
more point blank than that. You got to be watching the film for sure.
especially against your attackers, you guys have serious attackers. Like you got Fedorov,
Hmm.
Chad George. So it's like you got
Yeah.
you have you got
Hmm.
and dude, I was doing a lot of harping at your sideline.
That's the best, dude. I love it. Don't ever stop that. You know what I mean?
They
That's
try.
what yeah.
They
I had
try
the
to make me
loader.
stop.
Hey,
Yeah, I
I
was
had
gonna
the
say
loader
they.
dump one
Yeah,
time on him.
yeah. Ty's got a photo of the loader dump. I see
I
that.
I
Yeah.
seen it, bro. I seen it live when I was walking by. I was like, "Did he just load a dump?" I'm like, but it was a
Hey, it
quiet
had
loader dump because you didn't say anything,
yeah.
but you were just loader
I
dumping
was
like while
just
you're in the corner.
I was just at your guys' pit staring at your
Yeah.
pit loaded up. But
The very
that's what makes it so much fun, dude. We just have
yeah.
tons of fun when we play paintball, and like for the audience, they probably get more caught up in it than we do. We're just out there living life to the fullest and trying to have some fun and play some paintball.
Yeah, we had. I mean, after the match was over and we were shaking hands, to have
Yeah.
everybody on the sideline stand up and give us applause, that was definitely not something. You know what I mean?
Hmm. That was crazy.
Because
Yeah.
that was one of the craziest matches I've been a part of.
For sure. Yeah, it
Like
was insane. I
ridiculous.
still I still can't believe it. Like, cause I broke through the middle and we had a few seconds left, and then I see Fedorov like hooking it around the corner. I was like, oh my God, he's
This
gonna
guy's gonna
do
hit
it.
it. He's gonna hit it. I knew he was gonna hit it. I
Yeah.
was like, what happened was, so the point before I had got shot decently early that point for a blind shot,
Hmm.
and I knew that if we win that point to just hold the clock down under 10
Hmm.
seconds. But I think Carl was so tired that he wanted to buzzer it so that he could get like gasp of air so that when he goes to overtime he might be fresh.
Yeah.
And and again,
Yeah.
it's I
Hmm.
we don't want go into that match. We don't want to give you guys any leverage. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure going forward that make sure conditioning is on point for everybody. I mean, dude, I'm 210 pounds. I mean, I was definitely tired, but
Hmm.
not that tired to the point where I'm gonna be. And I
Yeah.
think go for everybody. Pat was tired. I mean, dude, anybody that plays 17 points in a row, 15 points in a row, to say
Yep.
you're not tired is a damn lie. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be
Yeah.
exhausted.
Yep, you're definitely going to be feeling it for sure. I mean, you play a couple points, 2, 3 back to back.
Yeah.
It'll get you definitely. Paintball's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to train for those conditions and just for paintball without playing paintball, wearing all of the gear, running
Yeah.
around with a gun, yelling, communicating. I think communication is the most difficult part about the game that people don't realize, takes a lot out of you. And especially, Harris, in your position, being a back kind of player, you got to, connect the dots with your team and you're constantly yelling and screaming out there. It takes a lot out of you. It really does. Let's talk about that last point though. Was there 13 seconds on the clock when that point started?
17. 17.
17. Yeah, God, that's
Mm.
a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
What was your guys' strategy going into that point? 17 seconds.
So we weren't trying to lock it up. We were actually trying to go for the win ourselves. So we sent a guy to the Dorito 3 off the break. We sent Carl wide. Oh no, not sorry. Whoever, I think it was Willie or somebody else wide to just try to run around the corner and go into sink. And what happened was, I think you shot a Dorito guy off the break, which let Fedorov take off. And me and
Mhm.
Josh, for some reason, and I don't know why we did this, instead of me, because like usually I was in the back center because I was shooting snake side towards Chad George, and Josh was shooting from the snake cake towards the Dorito side for Fedorov.
Yeah.
And we just switched positions for the first time in like 15 points for like no reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, like so, like I don't know
This
why we
might
did
work.
that. I like, bro, like I don't even know
they'll,
why we
ne-
did that.
they'll never expect it.
Well, it
Yeah.
was so stupid because he, and then when we did it after the match was over, like a couple hours ago, wait a minute, me and Josh were talking like, why the hell did we do that? I'm like, I'm an idiot. I should have just had you switch. Yeah, but that just
Yeah.
comes down to like living and learning, I guess. And we'll move forward. And I mean, honestly, like we're gonna be really angry and hungry for the next
Mhm.
event. So
Hell yeah. You guys are playing like it for sure. And shout out to the East Coast paintball in general. I mean, you guys are legends on the East Coast, man, and in paintball in general. So just much appreciation to everybody out there and all that you guys are doing.
oh,
Shout out to New York. Yeah, man,
Yes,
it's
sir.
tough. Like, it's such an important lesson to learn, and all the top pro teams have been victims of it, as well. You want to go out there to win those points, but you got to make sure you have a couple of safety valves just in case, to really hunker down. That field was hard to lock down, though. It was
oh,
really
Mhm.
hard to slow down.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. That was a tough field. I mean, Marcel, we played you guys too. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys were up 3-0 on us, and all of a sudden, boom! Next thing you know, we were able to switch it up and
Yep.
fight back and fight back, and we took it overtime. I mean, that field is a tough field, man.
Mhm.
I really liked it a lot. I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
Trojan's gonna be able to top that field, but that was a good one. So I'm hoping that whatever Chicago ones are always good fields, so I hope that it's
Yeah.
crazy when they get 'em.
Hell yeah. Hey, actually, one of our Discord members from the Patreon, Chris Young, he was wondering, about my loader dump, how it felt, and then like if you could rate it, if you could give it a rating, what was it like? It was a low rating. It wasn't that good
So
because I didn't yell, huh? I gotta yell
So
more.
so here's the deal. Especially when you're gonna do the loader dump, right? You
Yeah,
don't just want to do it quietly because if nobody's
yeah.
paying attention, and then you did it like in the bunker. Honestly,
It was a low
I'm very.
rating.
It was pretty low. Now,
Okay.
in reality, if you turn around and go, "Hey, New York, suck it," and then just
Yeah.
loader dump, you know what I'm saying? Then that
Okay.
probably would help.
Well,
I can
I
give it a
was
low one.
I was
Work on it.
definitely I was definitely giving it to the pits. You were already eliminated, walking off on
Yeah,
the sidelines. So I
yeah.
was just letting the pits know one time. Next time I'll send it your way though. I'll be sure to get it right
Hey,
to you.
eye contact. Like, actually, it was, remember the first point we played against you, Harmon. I think I called you an idiot or something to get out of the
Yeah,
bunker because you were trying to call yourself out. And dude, I was just unloading on your gun.
I
and
know.
I,
You guys are
and
bullies
then,
out there.
no, dude, you're the bully. You're freaking 6'10". I'm like 5'10", dude. I gotta look up to look at you, dude.
Dude, it's the best though. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's all love, Paintball, the aggression, we're pouring it out on the field, but when it's all said and done, when we step off the field, it's just all love. We're a part of a brotherhood of paintball players and a sisterhood for all the paintball players out there, that transcends everything, dude. That's what it's all about.
I tell people all the time. I said, like, bro, they like a lot of divisional players come up to me like, dude, do you hate all these guys? I'm like, bro, listen to me. Like, we're on a field, adrenaline's
Mhm.
pumping through you. You have freaking guns shooting at you. As soon as
Yeah.
it's over, it's over. The match is over, bro. No matter what you did, it does not
Mhm.
matter. We're shaking hands and it's squashed. Like, I haven't, like, to me, I played competitive sports like my entire life. I know that, like, what goes on when you're actually playing doesn't mean, as soon as it's
Yeah.
over, you're professional about it. You shake hands and then that's it. It's done. Doesn't matter what
Mhm.
it is. And
Yeah,
that's
and
how we run our things.
there's always going to be like feuds and all this stuff going on, but that's also fun too. Like real sports, you need those stories, you need those like rivalries, those big games. That's like some of the most watched games in the world are those kind of exciting games where people are really attached to it.
Yeah, speaking of rivalries, you guys in Revo over there. Let's talk about that one time.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Revo, Rebel. The team didn't make Sunday. Revo,
Hey
Revo,
now, hey now, hey
Rebel,
now. What's
Rebel. The team that lost a dynasty. Rebel, the team that was talking smack all Friday, or no, Thursday. Was it Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night at the Walmart doing karaoke. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, hey, they so it was a good match. I mean, we gave
Yeah.
them a good butt kicking, but man, did that one feel good? That one
Mm,
felt good.
now? How
yeah.
come? Let's explain to the listeners like what that rivalry is all about. Is it friendly? Is it real? Like, what's the situation there? Because I just saw some stuff on Facebook about you guys being the little brothers. I didn't know if it was real, if it was a
Oh
joke.
my God,
I'm
little brothers. Jesus. First off, we're not anybody's little brother, okay? You know, we so the rivalry is this: we're from the Northeast, they're from the Northeast. Their field's probably like
Mhm.
3 hours from us, so we're very close. Like it would be like
Gotcha.
Oh
probably
wow.
you and yeah, it'd be like probably you
Iron
and
Man
the
or something.
Iron Man. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
gotcha.
so like it's always been like, hey, who's better? Who's better? So
Hmm.
we always scrimmage each other, and it's always like shit talking going on, and everyone's cursing, and yeah, this and that. So when we're always practicing each other during layouts, it it gets to a point where it's like it's good competition, but instead of working out what you want to work on, you just want to win.
Oh
So
no.
you're
Yeah.
just like at that point you're just like you're not even focusing on, well, if I try this, you're just literally just trying to punish the other team.
Yeah.
And so when we go out and we play them, it's all competitive and love. Like Henry's a good friend of mine. I have no,
Okay.
like but me and Henry are good friends, but doesn't mean I won't put him to the dirt on the field. You know what I mean? That's just because when we're out there, I'm trying to punish him, just to teach him a
Hmm.
lesson. And then they made that stupid video on Go Sports about how we're 4-2 all time. Well, here's how the real statistic is. He counted the Virginia exhibition, an invitational, as part of his win. So if you count that,
Why
which is
wouldn't you though?
okay,
Why is it ridiculous?
okay, no. So if we're gonna count that, then we need to count the win that we had against Revo in semi-pro when we spanked them off the field.
I don't. I don't know if you would count semi-pro. I think there's a line there. I think there's a line for sure. I could see counting a pro invitational. It's
Okay,
still a
so you
tournament
know what?
setting.
It's a tournament setting, and that's fair. So if we count in that, then if we're going all time NYX against Revo, then it was 4-3. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Well, how about this? How about this? Actually, is it the same players in semi-pro?
Dude, I like this. I
For
like what we
for
got going
us,
on here.
for
Yeah,
us,
yeah, yeah.
well, for New York Extreme, yes, but for Revel, it was all like Revel players, and then he had to go and beg Upton 187 players so he could like somehow make a Sunday, because if it
I'm
wasn't for that,
yeah,
if
I'm
it
kind
was,
of torn.
it
Maybe
was
yeah, maybe the semi-pro one does count. I remember on Aftermath, like teams that we beat throughout the divisions,
yeah,
it was like an all-time thing. It's
all
our
time.
organization versus your organization.
Yep, players
Huh. Okay.
change, right?
All right. Yeah,
Players
yeah, yeah.
change. Players change. but the team, the rivalries never
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
You beat him in D4, you beat him in 3-man, you beat him in pump, you beat him in 1-on-1. It does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
Winning against that organization is winning. How I feel. So if that's the case, then it was really 4-3, and now
Real
made it
quick,
4-4.
whose phone's going off like that? Is that you,
It's not.
That's
Harris?
your
Come on, big
that's your
dog. What do you
boy.
got going on over here?
I just turned it off. I turned it off.
Okay. So two things. Let's phone on silence. And I'm sorry, dude. I think we need to get rid of that headphone, the headset you got going on. It's really staticky.
Really?
It's when you get loud.
How
And
about now? Is it better now?
yeah, that'll do for sure.
Sorry, dude. It's a
Dude.
recession out here, dude. I can't afford headphones.
I know, dude.
No.
You had the lights off when we first got on the show. I guess you didn't pay your electricity bill or something.
I was waiting for your cash out.
Okay, got you. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, but
Pay that man.
That was the cash out.
Pay that man.
So that's our rivalry against them. And then we put them to the dirt and just really gave it to them because they're like, oh, we're the best team in the Northeast. Well, no, you're not, because we won the last time. So now whoever wins the last time you played is the best team. So right now
There we
we got
go.
a belt. That's how it
Dude.
goes.
See,
I agree
this
with
is
that.
what I'm talking about. The storylines, man. Storylines. We gotta make people care out there, And now there's gonna be hundreds more people who are involved in the saga of the Northeast.
Oh, that's just the beginning. I mean, we've been going at them for so many times. Like when we practice them, there's always fights that almost always happen. But
Yeah.
in all reality, like nobody really wants to fight. You know what I mean? Like we're just out here to
No.
learn to play paintball. So,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that that
It gets wild.
Revel at Philly. And you know what the best part is? It was in the Northeast Open, baby. Sorry, dog.
We're gonna have to
Dude.
get one of them on to rebuttal this for sure. We're gonna have to get Henry or someone on.
You'll probably have
That's
one
great.
viewer for that one.
Dude, I actually
Jeez, dude.
I
Shout out
got
to my
to
boys.
I got to go out there to the field and we played against them prior to the tournament. And man, they were looking good, to be honest, at practice. But then at the tournament, they were kind of getting a lot of penalties. So I don't know, like the games, obviously they're way different than practice. But at practice, they were stunting down the Dorito side, down the snake side. They were looking good.
Yeah, that's always that fine line though, bro. Like, listen, you go and you shoot 100 cases out of practice, right? And you're like shooting at a guy running to a corner, and then the guy says he makes it every single time, but you will get bounced like 45 times, 100 times, whatever it is. Now you wasted 100 cases on this guy going to the corner. That's probably never gonna go there at the tournament, right? So I've really drawn that fine line going into like practices now of like, okay, like yeah, you're doing this right now, but you and I will know that at a tournament you're not going to do this. So like, why not play it like that? That's always been my mentality on it.
That's a huge talking point right there, actually, because there's a lot that can be developed with that kind of thinking going into the practice. You have to read the paint. Honestly, the paint is everything. We play paintball, so depending on what kind of paint situation you have for the practice is going to be completely different story once you get to the tournament and you're shooting a quality ball that's going to break on anything it hits. It's just it's completely different.
Yeah, and you don't know how many times like dudes will go out there and like you'll tell them, be like, yo, did I bounce you? No. And then you go and like you put a guy out there to watch him. Next, he got bounced like 5 times running. And like, okay, then like obviously like that's why I really like told like when we go to practice and stuff, I'm really trying to focus on okay, what's realistic for us. Like what can we do and what we can't do. And like now that we and you play a very competitive team, it really shows you what you can and can't do.
And it's good, dude. It's good to lose at practice. I'm the biggest advocate of losing at practice. I hope that we get a team that beats our ass, because then you're gonna find all the different ways to break down those situations.
Dude, perfect example. We played Houston Heat before the event for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For 2 hours, we got can I say ass on here? I said
yeah, you're good.
All right. So for 2 hours, we got an ass whooping, pretty much.
We got you on here, so clearly it's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how we're feeling today? That's how we're feeling? You're just going to...
I just respectfully.
Oh, that makes it cool.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Cheers, bro. Okay, you were about to say something important. I apologize.
No, sorry. Well, you're drinking your doofy cup. Anyway, while you're spilling yourself too. All right.
Go to ptgpodcast.com. You can get one of those goofy cups.
Hey,
Shout
I
out.
just made you a sale, baby. I just made you a sale.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
What were we oh yeah, so we're practicing Houston Heat, bro, for 2 hours. They're literally beating the crap out of us, like literally just mopping the floor with us. And I'm pretty sure that after an hour, I think the teams that were watching us to see what we're doing were like, okay, they're getting their ass kicked. Like, this is stupid to watch, and they all like left, which worked out for
Yeah.
us. Now we go and play them. We lose by 1 on Sunday, right? So
Mhm.
it goes to show, like, playing tournament setting versus practice setting is a completely different scenario.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Well, it depends on what you do to learn from that practice, right?
Correct.
So
Yep.
do you mind sharing with the listeners what you guys took from that practice? Because a lot of teams will take those beatings, go back to the hotel, and just not really know where to go from there. And then they go into the event with no confidence. They don't fix the problems. They actually can,
Mm-hmm.
in some cases they turn on each other, start fighting with each other and blaming each other, and it's a disaster. But it seems like you guys took it very well and made it work for you. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, so you have a very good point, Marcel. The first one is not blaming each other and fighting, because that really is going to
Mhm.
implode, and at that point, nothing positive is going to happen from there. Like, you're going to go, you suck, you're an idiot, what are you doing? All that BS that's coming out of your mouth is pointless. It's not productive in any possible way, right? So
Mhm.
that can't happen, number one. Like, the moment you start pointing fingers, forget it. You're not going to learn anything. You have to get that out of your head. And hopefully you have a
Mm-hmm.
good coach or a coach there that says, shut up, next point,
Yeah. Yeah.
The second thing is like, when we went, the difference was we shot Chad George off the break a lot in our match.
Mm-hmm.
That was beneficial. Taking a guy like that, who's one of the snake goats, like one of the best snake players ever to play the game,
Mm-hmm.
or paintball player in general, you know what I mean? Like, out of a match is super crucial. You take that man off the field and you have a different game completely, you know what I mean? So that definitely
Mm-hmm.
benefited. And it was just, in communication for us. We weren't communicating that well during that Thursday practice. And all of a sudden, I think whatever clicked that we needed to, whether dudes were just waking up from hey, it's Thursday, we need to play, like, whatever it was, it
Yeah.
woke us up.
Love that. Hey, I want to hit on, you guys have made a tremendous transformation within the team organization of how you guys treat each other. I've seen it over the last few seasons.
Yeah.
You know, a few years ago, it was that kind of tumultuous, wild style energy where you guys would kind of eat each other alive. But I don't see that really happening anymore, which is awesome, dude. Because it's in this game, you gotta, like you said, you gotta keep moving in the right direction. And I just wanted to kind of hit on what changes you guys have made from inside to provoke that kind of transformation and really set things in the right motion for you guys.
I mean, so we had, like, every year we've had a new roster, like
Yeah.
players moving in, players moving out, type of thing. So, like, we just had to find that good mix of players, you know
Mm,
what I mean? That will be more like, soldiers, put your head down, get to work, type of thing. Then
mm-hmm,
you get rid of, any anybody that's like a whisperer. You don't want no whisperers on your
mm-hmm,
team, because now you're saying, oh, this guy sucks or that guy sucks, right? Because in all reality, if you don't have team ethic and, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Probably just like, like team bonding, right? You need everybody to buy in. And
mm-hmm.
we picked up Rich Telford, who's an amazing coach, to really
Dude, one
hold
of the
us
best.
accountable.
Yeah.
He's holding us accountable, right? So, and now we've realized, progressing through the years so far, okay, if we implode in the pit, that's going to be the worst thing for us, because nothing positive is going to come out of that. We have a match to win, point for point, and if you implode in the pit, guess what? The other team is winning, because now they think that if we can get New York Extreme to implode in the pit,
Mm-hmm.
that's it, it's over. So as long as we keep our heads calm and cool, that's it. No BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And we're
for
really
sure.
we're trying to work on that to get even better. Just, let bygones be bygones, type of thing, and let's move forward. And, honestly, I think with the roster that we have this year, it's really good. Like, like, for when it comes to accountability, um,
Yeah.
and just team, just that ethic of team, just like, this is it right here. Like, you trust in that guy to the right of you and the left of you, type of thing. And,
Mm-hmm.
and we have coaches that are holding us accountable. We got Big John Iannucci as well, and he is not afraid to speak his mind. And, I love the guy to death. I would
That's
do
kind of
it.
funny, isn't it?
Why is it funny?
Yeah. I don't know. I think something happened at one of those invitational events that Revo beat you at.
Rebel wasn't there for that one. Number
Okay.
one. Okay. And 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 number two, the thing was, bro, like what most people are like, yo, why didn't you go after Big John? Well, because
Have you seen him?
that's I mean, listen, if it was anybody like what people don't
Sure.
understand is me and Big John are like that's like my brother. Like I would do
Gotcha.
anything for that man. So like, yes, he did attack my player, right? But in all reality, like Mantoni was my teammate, but he just got on the team. And what most people don't know is Mantoni was egging on Big John the day before, and I told Mantoni, chill out. That's like my brother. You know what I mean? Like, just don't do that to that man. Number one, he'll kill you. Number two, he'll kill you. You know what I mean? So
Got it. Got it.
and I said, yo, that's like my boy. So just chill out with that. And we were spanking Aftermath in the exhibition. Dude, is there a hole in your cup? It's like
It's condensation, dude. I got that ice water in here, you know? Yeah. Uh-huh. We keep it cool.
Yo, if you could send me your address, I'll have to buy you one off your. What is? Hey, let me put the plug in. Play at the game website. Is that what it is? I'm gonna plug
Play
in right
the
now.
game podcast.
Play the game, baby.
PTG podcast, baby.
Yeah.
We'll send you. We'll give you a little discount. You just put
Thanks,
in
dude.
code play the game. You get 10% off.
Dude, we got a mug for you for sure. 100%.
But yeah, I mean, with Big Johnny, so that's when that all happened, the internet kind of exploded, which I thought was hilarious because back in the day, Harmon, Marcelo, you know this.
Oh God.
Stuff like that was just like it happened, and you just kind of let it go. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah,
it was normal.
Yeah.
It was normal.
Yeah. No biggie.
Yeah.
Oh, when we were kids, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
There was no phones. There was no phones, bro.
Imagine if you had social media back in the day with the amount of fights that used to happen. I grew up in that same era, but I knew how crazy it was. You know what I mean?
Shit, I would have went viral years ago.
I know. No, he's a big. Anybody that does not know Big John needs to know that he literally will give you the shirt off his back. He is an awesome human being, like the best. Like the fact that he's on our squad only makes us like really like a lot better. Like seriously,
Gotcha.
the guy is accountable. He's the best. So is Rich. Without Rich, I don't think we would never be doing as well as we are right now.
I want to talk about that. I think that's huge, man. Rich trained me when I was a young Padawan out in Modesto when I was like 11 years old, so that dude is no joke. One of the most meticulous and thoughtful paintball players that I've ever, been able to be around in the paintball world. And just the way he like really cares about each person. He really cares about each person's decisions and how they approach the game. So kind of talk to me about what it's been like, working with Rich, because he's one of my all-time favorites.
Bro, he's been like no BS, a godsend to this team.
Yeah.
Like literally the perfect match because number one, he doesn't take no shit.
That's right.
You're not gonna go up to Rich Telford and say, "Hey, screw you, Telford, you're an idiot." Like nobody's gonna say that to that man. You know what I mean?
Lose your
because
teeth.
he'll punch you. Yeah, you lose your teeth. And and honestly, he tells it how it is. If you're sucking, if you need to fix something or whatever, like everything, bro. Like he came to me and he was just like, Harris, this is what I need you to do. I need you to, whatever you gotta do to stay on the field because you got it. Like your team feeds off of you. So I said, okay, I'll work on that. Number two, he's like, communicate better. Started working on that. And this is just me personally. I mean, I know he's told other stuff to other people. He's told me like, I need you to get, I need you to slim down. So now I'm prep mealing now. So now I'm back to my prep meal. So I'm trying to be skinny Jimmy again. I'm trying to be like young Tyler Harmon and Marcelo.
There we go.
And
prep mealing. Meal prep,
you gotta
baby.
do it. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how they say in the East Coast, dude. We get it, dude. You guys wear New Balances, dude. Good for you. I don't think Harmon knows.
Oh, it's too funny.
So he's been.
Hey, New Balance is on the come up. You guys are a little behind. You haven't seen it yet. That's all.
Yeah, damn, dude. He said.
My face isn't on pause, but my computer didn't freeze. This is my face right here going. Please stop. You're hurting my soul, dude. Bro, I see. Yo, Hartman, little backlash. So I was in California this winter, And
I
I was
remember when
out
you
there.
came out there.
Yeah. So Marcelo came through. We were playing all day together. It was a fun time. And I'm looking like I see like 5 different dudes around me wearing like New Balance cleats, bro. And I'm just like, and then I'm like, what the hell is going? And then the man takes off like New Balance cleats and he puts on like New Balance sneakers, and I go, yo, all right, that's it. That's it. I gotta say something. I'm like, yo, what is going on around here, bro? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are those? I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, in New York, we don't wear those, dude. We make fun of people that wear New Balances. And me and Marcel had like this huge spout about how like New Balance is cool. I'm like, dude, they're awful. Stop it.
Dude.
They're a changed brand. They're a changed brand.
Rebranded.
Bro,
Yep,
stop. They're
yep,
like dad shoes, dude. Will you stop?
Not
Dude,
anymore.
I was, bro,
Not anymore.
torching him.
Dad swag is in right now. If you look like a dad, if you got dad things going on, you're winning.
Not those, dude. Yo, listen, the moment you start wearing New Balances, bro, we're torching you, bro, for the moment you walk through the door.
Hey, I remember when I was a kid though, I swear, yeah, New Balance, I was like, oof. Oh baby.
That's a
Yeah.
thing. No, the white new Velcro New Balances.
Yeah. I was like, oh baby.
Listen, bro, if I walked into school in those New Balances, oh my God, would I get torched? I would be walking around with just socks on before I put those
Actually,
things on.
we have a pair headed your way. Dave Cheney is an amazing guy, and we have some New Balances headed your way.
Are you guys sponsored by New Balance? Both of you guys?
Dynasty definitely works with them. I'm actually Nike boy. You know what I mean? We got the Nike deal cracking off, so
See
rocking
that?
the Nikes.
Marcelo, Nike, 2021, dude. Michael Jordan, all the above. Name one good player that New Balance has right now. Go.
Kawhi Leonard, one of the best, 2-time Final MVP. What are you talking about?
Oh, Kawhi.
Oh, yeah.
Kawhi Leonard that just got smoked out of the playoffs. That needs what is it? Control. What is it?
He wasn't playing. I don't know if you've. I don't
Yeah,
know if
we
you
know
follow
he's not. He's
basketball.
never playing, dude. He's always
got two Finals MVPs, more Finals than you've been to, I think, huh?
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. Season's not over yet, kid. Season's not over yet.
You're right.
And when
you're
so lucky.
And then there's always next season. Season's not over, and then there's always next season. Let me guess. We were so lucky that we didn't get to play you guys. We would have won the tournament if we got to play you guys.
Stop. We would have 6-0'd you off the field. We would have 6-0'd you off the field. You had Arturo in a full body cast all the way to his neck. I was like, yo, Arturo looked like the dude from Grown Ups 2 where he's a full body cast. His hands are up in the air, dude. All right? You got Dalton Vanderbilt on 2 crutches on a hover round, right? He's in a freaking electric wheelchair, bro. All right? Like, come on, dude. Will you stop?
He was riding the electric cooler the whole time.
Oh,
bro,
my God, bro.
We were lean and mean, dude. You didn't want the smoke. Guarantee you that.
Oh, my God. Urena got more penalties than I've ever seen. The refs were literally just going, ying, ying. He stepped in the field. It was like Petty Central. And I see Greenspan, bro, I seen Greenspan, no BS, before his match, pull out a 5-gallon bucket of hair gel and walk into the porta potty. And was there for 45 minutes. All right? So
that wasn't hair gel. That was hair dye.
And then I seen him right before that too. I seen he had Grayson Glass on. Was it rookie season? He had spray tan and he was spray tanning Greenspan right before the match was starting. I go, yo, honestly, this team is screwed, dude. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, are they focusing on playing right now? Like, what is going on?
Oh man, yeah, it's a struggle bus, dude. Struggle bus.
Dude,
I love talking to you guys. You're the best.
Oh man,
it is fun having you on the show. That's for damn sure.
What I do know is every time we play each other, it's been pretty colorful. I think our all-time record is like 7-0, something like that. I don't think you guys have gotten
2-0, dude. Figure it out.
2-0.
2-0. We've only played twice against each other. Oh, maybe 3. No, 3 times. 3 times.
We've played at least 5 times.
I will bet you that hasn't happened.
Hey, and you know what else I got to say too? I think it's about time you give the credit that's due. We've done a great job of preparing you guys for these events, giving you guys a practice slot at just about every event for the past 3 years. And look, it's finally paying off. Dude, look how good you guys are getting.
I wonder. Hey, shout out to Tyler Harmon for giving us a practice slot. We appreciate you.
Let's go, baby. Saying? Let's go.
Yo, you know what I will say though too is Dynasty's cool. Yo, bro, there's a lot of. Listen, when I came into the pro division, right, like no BS, you guys came in like Dynasty came in with open arms, bro. Like, you guys were
Yeah.
super cool to us. Like, there's people that are in paintball that are just awesome human beings, and that are awesome paintball players. And then you got dudes that are awesome paintball players that are just bad human beings, right? I can tell you right now, there's not a soul on Houston Heat or Dynasty that is one of those people. Like, you guys are all been like, there's a lot of teams out there that have been so nice to us with open arms, bro. Just, when you come through, like, you're like the new guys out there, and you guys came through, and you showed us a lot of respect. So we appreciate. Thank you for being good people. Even
Dude,
you, Marcelo. I can't believe I have to say that. God, it hurts to say.
I know deep down how much you love me, dude. Don't worry, man. It's mutual.
Bro,
it's mutual, man.
You and Pat Kraft, I swear to God, are twins. I say this all the time. Yo, Harmon, if you were to hang out with Pat Kraft for just a little while.
I did, dude. I did.
Tell me they don't have the same mannerisms, act, like, tell me they don't. Am I crazy here?
You're not far off, but cello's definitely cello, you know what I mean? PK's PK,
no,
but
I'm not saying I
could see a couple similarities.
And the young
Both
Pat Kraft got
savages.
some swag, man. It's all good.
Oh, he's swagged out.
You know?
He doesn't wear New Balances, dude.
It's all good. He hasn't learned yet,
wear...
dude. He hasn't learned, man. I'm fucking king swag.
Yo, bro, if you're king swag, I seen the do-rag you were wearing on Friday, bro. I was like, what is going on with this man?
That was my Hormesis cape, bro.
That was Hormesis?
Oh yeah.
Yo, bro, let me get the speaking of headbands, you know what we're about to come out with? I just want to throw my little plug in there. We're coming out with the unicorn headbands.
What?
So we're doing the white originals. Then we're going to do the pink for breast cancer awareness, 125 of those. And 125 are new ones that are coming in are going to be the purple ones for suicide awareness. And we're going to be donating money to a charity I think that Bo Milo is picking out for suicide awareness. So
that's awesome.
Dude, that is spectacular, man. That is amazing to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
We're coming out with purple jerseys for the unicorns this year too. So limited edition.
Dude, shout out. There we go.
Taking Revo's color from him too.
Dude, I don't know who designs it.
Just the total steal.
Dude, I don't know who designs their jerseys, but every time I'm like, I want to like gag at myself. It's like just vomit wants to come out because it's like just the ugliest jerseys I've ever seen. Like, look,
dude, I thought their jerseys were pretty dope. The Baltimore like little logo on the back, the purple ones. I think they're sick. I like those jerseys. If you could
say the non-swaggiest team, Rebel is number one.
No,
there's nothing about them that says, yo, we're cool. Yo, come hang out with us. Yo, come chill. Like, yo, watch our matches. Bro, I swear to God, I fell asleep in the beginning of a Rebel match one time. I woke up, looked at the score, and went right back to bed, dude. We were in snooze control, dude.
You're wild
I personally like watching Rebel play. I'm a fan of some of their players. But looks-wise, too, dude, there are teams that look way worse. Let's just say that.
Name one. Dynasty?
NRG
okay,
Elite.
you're right.
Dynasty's like the coolest looking team out there. Look, we might not win it all, but we're the coolest looking team.
Yo, bro, you see the 5-gallon bucket you got for a loader on your gun, bro? I'm still trying to figure what that is.
You know what's crazy is how much I love those loaders now. Like, I've put other loaders on the gun, and you lose vision. I feel like they look cool now too. It's unbelievable. It's played a trick on my mind.
You've really gone too far now. You've gone too far.
I'm all in on them.
How do I exit this Zoom call? Is there a way to exit this?
Oh yeah. You just click the red X.
I will give you. Hey, the baby submarine is hitting. That thing spits out paintballs like a machine.
Bro,
and
that is bro. The vision. Like if you put a regular loader, on your gun, you feel like you have less vision. I put that on my father.
Harris said, "Stop."
Bro, stop, bro. Honestly, I take that back. Rebel's not the non-swaggiest. Between your New Balances and that 5-gallon bucket you call a loader, bro, you're number one on my hit list, bro.
Hey, those loaders are hitting. Buy HK, get you a speed. That thing's throwing them.
That's funny, dude. I'm just talking. No, listen, as long as it works, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how it looks. Look at me, dude. I look ridiculous out there, but I just get it done, baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's not about how you look. Can you get the job done?
You do have to look good, feel good, play good, that whole thing. You know, I buy into that. I subscribe to that a little bit, you know? That's why I put the Hormesis cape on.
Oh, man.
I was going to touch you while we were playing, but I was like, yo, what is he wearing, bro? I was like, he got a bed sheet on his head.
Hold on, though. We didn't play you Friday. We played you Saturday, no?
No, but we were in the same set, so you'd walk past me, bro, and I'd be like,
You're too busy talking shit to the other team.
Oh, dude, you know when I'm tired, when
you're not talking.
When I'm we're winning points and I'm not talking smack. Like if you look in the Houston Heat match, like first 3 or 4 points, smack talking, and then just consistently dies off as the match goes. Same thing like when Dynasty, bro, the best is like we lost you guys in overtime, and like Greenspan walks over, he goes, hey, New York, because I think you did the Damian Lillard bye. I go, oh, you prick. I heard the soul because I love Damian Lillard, and I was like, God damn it. So then I was like, that's it. And then Greenspan was like, hey, New York. He's like, you suck. And I goes like,
what?
I was like,
no, he didn't.
But he was like, am I good at this shit talking? I go, Greenspan, this is awful. Can you go back over there, please, and walk back over and try it again?
Am I good at this shit talking? Hey, you guys suck.
He's like, hey, you suck. I was like, stop, son.
Jesus.
Dude, you know the Hormesis cape. Speaking of that, everybody go follow Lil Guap 40, LILGUAP 40. It's this little Guap Dad 4000. If you don't know who Guap Dad 4000 is, he's a rapper, and he has a cape on like what you wear. So everybody go follow that and tag Marcelo in it, because that's exactly what he's rocking.
Hold on, it's not what I wear, it's what I wore. I gave it a shine for one day, and I debated, carrying it through the event. I just
you guys get the plug. I ain't gonna lie, you guys have been hooking it up with the coins, the Hormesis. I got my shout out to my boy Frazier, bro. Them coins changed the game. He did change the game, because I got people come up to me all the time wanting to challenge me, bro, for random stuff all the time. Rock, paper, scissors.
You must be out of gold coins.
I got so many coins, I don't know what to do with them, baby. Antomaso actually owes me a coin because we bet on our match. Who else? Nice. I got one from Matty Marshall because I won a 1-on-1 at the event. I got to get one from him.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Nice. I think that's really cool that they're giving them out in the matches too, right? If you win 1-on-1 in the event, that's tight.
I lost to Todd Adamson, dude. Do you know about the story?
Yes, because you bet on the Ironman to lose.
Bro, listen to me right now. Okay, Harmon, you watch a ridiculous amount of paintball. So do you, Marcelo, right?
Yeah.
It's 4-4. Ironman and Impact's tied up with like 8 minutes left. You have $1 million in the bank, and you got to put money on the match. Who you putting it on?
I mean,
well, here's the issue. You didn't take odds.
What odds? Just straight up.
Yeah, see, I'm going Impact.
That's my question. You got $1 million, 4-4 Ironman and Impact at that event. Who you taking?
Yeah, I mean, the money would say, that Impact is going to win that, but that's
depends on how the game's going at that moment.
It's it's 4-4.
Yeah, so Impact wasn't looking that good, and Ironman.
They've been dominant the whole time, bro. So listen, here comes Todd Adamson, drunk as hell, with his black gold coin. Now I see this. I haven't seen a black gold coin yet. So I'm like talking to somebody, and they go. I hear somebody go, yo, Harris, bet him. He's hammered. I go, huh? He goes, I got a gold coin, or I got a black coin. He wants to put up. I go, yo, 2-1. I got you right now. And here comes. So Anta Walrus, a.k.a. Antomaso, comes up, wobbling over. And he's like, yo, I'll put up 2 gold coins and $100. I was like, man, get out of here, Frank. I'm trying to bet this man. I was here first. Get in the back. So we bet. Guess what happens? Impact somehow, some reason, loses the game. The whole VIP sessions chanting, going, ooh, like I had like 100 people laughing at me, dude. And I got smoked, dude. And it went, I think somebody videotaped it, and Frazier found out, so he gave me a couple more.
There we
go. Todd's a legend for coming up and betting that.
Dude,
he can't lose.
Dude, it was unreal, dude. Everyone's like, yo, Adamson never loses. I'm like, that's it. So
You put up a black legend coin for that. That's crazy.
Dude, it would make, and actually Youngblood was with him too, so they were all like talking smack. I was like, yeah, suck it.
Oh, dang. So they don't give you any more black gold like legend coins though, or will he replenish those too, you think?
I think honestly, if you ask Frazier, he's going to hook it up. He wants the pros to be out there, interacting with the community, having a good time. And so if we want to go and play people for coins, he's gonna make sure we have them on deck. I think.
Yeah, he'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like big names like Hussain, not Marcelo, who wears New Balances. Dude,
you say big names or big body?
Dude, come on, dude. Right, this right here.
Dude, one of the best big men in the game. Gotta say, gotta give it
Dude,
to you.
hey, look, listen.
You're like the big center that can shoot. You're like DeMarcus Cousins.
Stop right now. I am not DeMarcus Cousins, bro. People
You
come
kind
up
of
to me,
are.
bro. They're
You
like,
actually are DeMarcus Cousins. That's you.
I am the complete opposite of DeMarcus Cousins is
How?
not that good. I am really good. If anything, I'm Damian Lillard, bro. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
There is
I love
zero
it, dude.
Dame in your blood, though.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Bro, DeMarcus
dude.
is a savage, first of all. DeMarcus is good, and he's wet from three. He can shoot. He's accurate. Like, hear me out on this. You know, he's a big man. He's kind of annoying. He talks shit. He's going to fight people.
Dude. Oh, my God. All right.
But he's good.
Okay.
Hasn't won a championship.
I'm Michael Jordan. You're Dennis Rodman, Marcelo. Right? I don't know how to say this to you. All right.
Okay.
Okay, look.
All right, I can take that.
Dude, I get because in Ghost Sports,
I'll be Pippen. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. The problem is on Ghost Sports, you look like, bro, like I look on there and go, holy crap, I am not that thick in real life, bro. And then people are like, dude, they're always like, bro, I thought you were like 275 or 250. I was like, bro, I weigh like 210 right now, bro. Like that's what I weigh. Like because Ghost Sports makes you look like super big.
190, you know, but when I'm on like the TV or whatever, people think that I'm like this monster. It's just because
bro.
Paintball players are like horse jockeys for the most part. Everyone's super tiny, so you got a 6'2" or, you know, a little bit, you know, bigger build. People think that you're, you know, bigger, but I want to actually pick your brain on that because you navigate the field like a monster. And, you know, there's a lot of players out there that maybe have your build or similar style of play, and they want to know how you break down situations and points and how you're navigating the field out there. So what would be like some advice, you know, for paintball players on how to navigate on the pro field and just be great in any division, no matter what it is?
So like I got the biggest thing is showing up on practices. Like I played 3 times a week. I play Wednesday, I play Saturday, I play Sunday, religiously.
Hell yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If I miss a day, like I'm like because like the paintball field's closed or something, bro, I'm like moping around the house because I'm like I don't know what to do with myself on the weekends.
Real quick, I just want to interject there because that's a huge point, Harris, that I think majority of the chatter about you specifically, and I think it's because of the attention you draw from all the smack talk, is people write you off as if you don't put in that kind of work. And I've known you for a long time, and I know that you do, and it pays off. It shows out on the field. I've always said, you know, you're one of the best guys on that team, hands down. The amount of games that you have pulled out for NYX over the years in situations in bunkers that you know, sometimes appear like you don't belong in, but you make it work. You're definitely putting in the work. And so for any of the listeners that don't understand that concept, they need to get it right because you're out there working 3 days a week, every week, 3 days.
Week, religiously. There's never like a time, bro. Like for the only reason we're not practicing is like if it's raining, right? Like, bro, like if you like that's how I I feel like when you get like, bro, we used to just play like twice a week and just like I felt like when I got to the pro division, option 1 was like, all right, high five, we're here. And cool, we're here, or like I gotta work like even harder to just try to catch up. So my mentality was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this 110%, or I'm not gonna do this at all. What's the point? You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna half-ass it. That's not my mentality. So like that was like rule number 1. Like, bro, we're like 3 days a week minimum. If you want to do that, you can't go like, bro. I got dudes that like, dude, I went out last night, or like my girl was telling me I can't. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear all that, bro. Save it for yourself. Like I'll be here. You want to show up, show up. If not, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Amen, dude. Amen. Well, it shows, man. The work shows. You know, the last event, I know you haven't let me live it down, but again, I have truly no shame in admitting it, but you had some amazing shots on me personally. You played a phenomenal game in a great event. And there were times where you know, it's rare that I get got by a good shot, to be completely honest. You know, it's like something that I'm really good at is staying alive and not getting sniped from spots. And 2 different times in that match, you shot me, and to myself was like, man, that was a fantastic shot. I barely peeked at him. I barely gave him anything, you know, and that doesn't happen without a lot of work, you know, a lot of dedication to what you're doing. So
no, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Props to you on that, man.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate it. I mean, seriously, like, I appreciate that. Like, we really, like, I've been really focused on, like, everyone's, like, because a lot of my teammates were always like, bro, all you do is, like, you just shoot your gun a million times. Your one ball's not that good. And I'm like, bro, I have a very deceptive one ball. So like I've been really, and because they said that to me, like I always had a pretty good one ball, but I worked even harder like on
Yeah.
my one ball. So like I would
Oh,
go there. I'm literally, I'm doing as many drills as possible. Like that's the biggest thing. And that would just get me going. Like we do like we'll go like I don't when we go to the fields I really don't like to play points. I hate playing points because nothing productive happens from that, right? Like we'll do like 2-on-2s half field to try to do like situationals, right? Or we'll do like 2-on-2 full fields or 3-on-3 full fields to like really get the gap of like closing, because at the end of the day like you got to know like like how to close a point out. That's the biggest thing in paintball, I feel. Like okay, like you can go and run, you can play 5-on-5s, but what happens after that? Dudes start dying, and then the only reason you guys win, like Dynasty or Houston East, because you guys are so good at winning those 3-on-3s, those 4-on-3s, those 3-on-4s, like 2-on-1s, stuff like that. Like you guys are so good at that. So we were really, that's all I work on. And then we'll do snapping, like religiously, like 10 feet away, snapping, just, 20 feet away, snapping, 30 feet away, like really focusing on your gun skills, because that's another key factor.
Do you snap shoot with targets or with each other?
So this is a funny thing, right? I hate shooting targets. I hate and I mean, I don't hate it. I'll take that back. I'll warm up. I'll shoot at a target to warm up, right? But that get my blood flowing, and then I want somebody to shoot back at me. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, when you shoot a target, bro, you're gonna get you don't get the same thing as somebody shooting back at you. It's not the same thing, in my opinion. So we always have this conversation about like we should be hitting targets. I'm like, well, this is stupid, because how long can you hit a target before somebody has to actually shoot back at you, in my opinion. So I always have a sparring buddy, like I have, you know what I mean, or a couple sparring buddies that we literally all we'll do is we'll just go and snap shoot with each other. And when you snap shoot for years against each other, you know each other's tendencies. So now you're really got to work, try to mix it up too.
Totally. The only time that I like set up targets to do like target specific drills is when I have like a field layout and I know there's these shots that I'm going to have to make, and I'll set up those situations and then gunfight in that situation with the target, just so that I have like the supreme muscle memory and know exactly how to work that shot a bunch of different ways. But other than that, yeah, I'm with you, dude. I like to get shot at. Like I like playing live action. But yeah, the only time I use targets is just in those like specific scenarios. I'll set up scenarios and then just shoot targets and stuff at those kind of situations.
I mean, Pat's the opposite. Pat Kraft will literally just want to shoot targets all day long.
Yeah.
And me and him always get into it. So he's always like, I want to shoot targets. And I'm like, this is stupid. And then so then they'll be like, well, Damage shoots targets, right? So then Kyle Berry was visiting, and all Damage does, they shoot targets, right? So the thing was, well, every time like we would go to drill day, Kyle Berry would be like, well, Damage does this, and Damage is. I'm like, we know, Kyle, Damage does this. What else you got for Damage, right? So we would be, and then they would have these stupid pie plates. So like the one practice, I was just like, God, this sucks, because we were shooting these stupid pie plates. I'm like, all right, I'm like half-assing it because I'm not really into it because nobody's shooting at me, right? So I was getting like pissed off. So then we go and we play Damage this past event, and we smoked them. So Kyle Berry's coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm like, hey, Kyle, so if Damage does that and we beat Damage, do we not have to do that anymore?
It's a balance, dude. It is.
It's a balance, because
Absolutely.
target shooting is very important for muscle memory. It's a good way to do like the non-contact kind of training. But you need to get reps with people shooting back at you. And we talk about this on the show a lot. The rhythm of a gunfight and the timing of a gunfight based on the distance in which you're gunfighting from, you have to train your mind for that as well, because that's ultimately what keeps you from getting shot and losing gunfights, right? Target practicing can help you, put a ball where you want and maybe shoot somebody, but it doesn't help you stay alive. And so you'll see a lot of people that are really good at target practice, target shooting. Totally. And then they lose all these gunfights. And you're like, how do you just keep dying? They don't have the rhythm or the timing of an actual gunfight down.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing when Rich Tufford hopped into our team, very first practice, walks right on the field, puts 2 cans 10 feet apart. So everybody come out here. Let's see what you guys got. The cans are literally 10 feet apart, and we're one ball snapping with each other, one side only. And so he comes out there, and we did it, right? And everybody had, dude, they were welted up bad, right? So then what he did is, he takes a pod, and he puts in the middle, when the 2 cans are about 10 feet apart, about feet apart, right in the middle. And so now you have to snap with the guy on both sides on the can. Now, if you touch the pod because the guy's hiding from you, you laugh at him hysterically, right?
Yeah.
Like if you touch it with your hand?
Correct. So like you're snapping with a guy 10 feet away from you, one balling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you put him in long enough and you can run out and touch the pod, you win.
Yeah. Dude, this is the Modesto spool drill that I did.
Oh, you know this drill. I forgot. Yeah, you should know this drill. Yeah.
This is from Modesto right here.
So, bro, he did that with us, right? And we're all like, like you could tell some of the guys on the team didn't want to do this, but I was opposite.
It sucks,
let's
bro.
knuckle up, baby. I was like, it sucks, but you're like, bro, I was ready because I'm like, I'm ready. I love contact. I love, because that gets your adrenaline pumping. So honestly, everybody came in, they did it, and you could tell who the weak ones were and who weren't. And then, we did that. And then
who are the weak ones?
Oh, I can't be. I'm not. I'm
I
not 6'9".
had to ask.
I'm not 6'9" out here, dude. Can't get me, dude.
I had to ask.
So then we did that a bunch. So honestly, going throughout the whole year, we really did it. Even when he wasn't here, like we would put the freaking bunker 10 feet apart from each other, and we would do that on Wednesday nights. You know what I mean? We'd go and we'd do that. So like the only reason I know, like, it's like that's actually put my smile on my face. We're playing Tampa Bay Damage, and Keith Brown's in the snake, like right in front of me, snake to snake, baby. There it is, man to man. Who's got the better snapshot? And and Keith Brown is one of the other best snake players ever and has the dirtiest snapshot of all time. And for that particular day, I was able to snap him out from snake to snake, like, you know what I mean? And then I just put it like, I just thinking, like, I remember, I'll never forget this. Like, after that point was over, I go, damn, Rich taught me something. You know what I mean? That work paid off. Not just Rich, but like that work just paid off in general. So, you know what I mean?
Dude, he's a sage, man. Rich is an amazing dude, and he really understands paintball. So you guys are very fortunate to have that dude, helping you guys out. He's, like I said, I'll say it again. He's one of the best. And
that's like, and then he like we were talking about, like, like you're like talking about like, well, what gets me like navigating, like stuff like that, bro. And then when you go play points, I always tell dudes, like, don't be afraid to try stuff, because you don't know what you can't do at tournaments. If you go to practice and you try stuff, and if you get shot, you're like, all right, I can't do this or I can't do that. And it's all about timing. Like, if you have that opportunity, it should become a sixth sense to you, is what I tell people. Like, if it's not a sixth sense to you, then you haven't learned it yet. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, you just need to keep doing it. Like, when you're going to play 2-on-2s or 3-on-3s, like, and you put a dude in, don't be afraid to, like, literally, if you have to think about it, it's already too late. That's what I always tell people.
You're so right, dude. You've got to be that's the hardest part for paintball players to figure out, is if you're not already thinking about how you're going to win this game and how you're going to break this game open, and what the guns are doing, which way they're looking, the tendencies that they're playing with on each side, like how the individuals are playing, watching them and where they're putting their attention at. If you're not like trying to encrypt that and figure that out, you're already at a loss, because there's someone on the field who is, figuring that out, and they're going to use it against you. And you do that really well. You read the field really well, and you're able to make moves off of your awareness, which is the name of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the one thing I really focus on is my timing, bro. Like, I'm not afraid to go. So, like, if I have that opportunity, bro, I'm going to take it. So I always tell people, like, bro, like, that's like when I was younger, I actually used to just play the snake. That's what I used to play. It was just, I was a front snake player. So that's why, like, my aggressiveness really comes into play. Now, get a little older, a little thicker, you know what I'm saying? You move towards the back more, but don't get it twisted now. Like, I can still move, so like, I still try to focus on that. Like, I'm really trying to, like, if you give me the opportunity to give me a gap and go through it, I'm going to take it.
Yep.
How old are you now?
32.
32. Nice. And when did you start playing? How old are you?
10 years old.
Oh, wow, man, you've been in it for a long time.
Yeah, I was working my way up the divisional ranks.
Have you played consistently since you were 10, or did you take a break somewhere in there? You did?
Nope. Yeah, I only took a break one time for 8 months because I was like 15. I just got a girlfriend. I just started getting into girls.
Big dog.
Yeah. And then, like, my brother continuously played throughout that time, and he got way better than me. So then when I came back after like 8 months of not playing, that was the only time where I definitely didn't take it. And ever since then, I was a young boy. So now, never took time off again.
Let's kind of go through your lineage there of, like, when you started, the teams you played on, and work your way up the ranks, and how you got to NYX.
And then I just want to ask, where are you at like right now? Where are you reporting from, and like where did you grow up? As we get into your story there.
So I grew up in Albany, New York. And I was like 10 years old. Typical story. I went to a friend's birthday party, had a blast, and then just
Birthday, let's go.
played that, and it was fun, man. Like, and me and my brother went, and a bunch of my friends, and then ever since then, me and my brother was, actually my brother was like super scared, hate getting shots. And when we were growing up, we played, bro, like we were like probably 11 years old, and we're playing against these dudes that are like 25, 30, and they were literally putting us to the dirt all the time, like literally just beating on us, and they were called Albany Powersters at the time. And I don't know if you guys ever remember Skyball back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So they came in second one time. Or no, they won Skyball in the amateur division when they had Max. They actually had Max Lundquist on the team.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, how crazy is that, right? So these dudes, so like, growing up the ranks, every time I go to practice, there'd always be fights. And what people don't understand, like, I grew up in the era of paintball with you guys where it was physical, right?
Mhm.
Mentally, physically. It's like if you messed up, they'd freaking grab you, they'd shoot you, they'd push you to the dirt, and then, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So I grew up in that era, and then my very first national tournament was in 2005 World Cup. Guess who we draw? East Coast Empire, ECE.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got pummeled. Yeah. And
those guys were our rival once upon a time.
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah, 2005 was, I'll never forget. You guys, actually, I remember Aftermath and Tip and Effect were playing. And I think it was in the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Which event? Which event was
2005 World Cup.
Okay, yeah. We did play them in the finals. Yep.
Yeah. And so then, going throughout so there was a thing called the AXBL up here in the Northeast. It just started in like 2006 or 7. And it was a huge like regional league in the Northeast. I played that. Very first match we played Rochester Rhythm, who was like Toronto Force at the time. They were like all the Canadians who were like played the CXBL. They smoked us like by like 20 points. End of the season.
There was no cap, no limits on the games.
Yeah, they smoked us by 20, bro. Maybe 25. Go to the finals, play them, bro. It was freaking. We lost by 1. Story of my life. Lose by 1.
Damn, dude.
Dude, by 1. So now we went, you know what I mean, from getting smoked by like 25 to like, continue on throughout, our regional team gets better and better. We finally decide to take it to the national ranks. Take it to national ranks. We think we're the shit coming on Northeast, baby. We're nice. Go and play semi-pro.
We're nice, baby. Let's go.
We got smoked. Bro, we got destroyed, bro, for a year just getting pummeled in the semi-pro division. Like R&T was in their prime, it was ridiculous. Like we were getting pummeled, and a lot of my players didn't like to lose. I was a young boy. I was probably like 16 at the time, 17, 18 maybe, and decided to, they all decided like kind of say, forget this. This isn't worth it for us. We quit. They quit. I ended up on the New Jersey Jesters.
Mm-hmm.
You were a jester.
That's a jester.
It's all making sense.
Yeah. So me and my brother joined the Jesters and go, and first we play semi-pro. We have Matt Sauceman on our team. Mito Ninos, he's on my team.
Yeah.
Dave Weinrob on my squad. We had a good team. Very first tournament, we win Chicago finals, win it all. Boom, semi-pro.
Yeah.
And I played with them for years. Then got to a point where I just wasn't getting along with one of the guys that was one of the owners, and it was Bo Milo was on. Me and Bo. So I met Bo. I was like 10 years old, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. I'm at the gym one day, getting my 24-inch arms out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So he's like, "Yo, bro, you play paintball?" I'm like, "Yeah, baby. You see these arms right here? I play paintball, kid." So, we end up making a New York team out of the Jets. He played with the Jets for a while. We said, "All right, we're cool. We'll go," and we started our own team, New York Outlaws. End up working our way through divisional ranks. Played semi-pro together. Picked up Hennessy out of like He's like, I got this kid from Chicago. I was like, who's this idiot? I'm like, he's like D4, bro. I'm like, stop. Ends up being a stunner. And actually, most of the team that we started with that year is who was on the pro team now. And, fought our way through the divisionals, grinded out, got the finals twice, and then got
When
to
did you guys find PK?
So we're playing in this winter league in freaking Syracuse. It's minus 30 outside, bro. Like 3 feet of snow. And we had this kid, Greg Horostic, who's on our team now. He was on our team then. Because I got this kid, Pat. So next thing you know, he comes, plays with us. I watch him play like the first 2 points. I'm like, oh, this kid's in. I'm like, yo, we're taking this kid. Picked him up. Played against.
When was this?
2014.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So he'd been playing like D3 and D4 at the time. And yeah, he's been playing D3 and D4 at the time. And so very first time I meet him, he almost gets in a fight with one of the kids. Shocker, right? Pat almost gets in a fight. So I go over there, I'm laughing. I'm like, I like this guy. So we actually, Rebel was playing the league at the same time. I think we lost it. Yeah. So this is how it all started, bro. So they had their whole entire pro team there. We go, we have we have mixed matches, these random kids. Josh Taylor, he's on my team.
Sounds like you got excuses.
Harrison Fry, he's on my team. Bro, I've never played with these kids before. They just showed up. All of a sudden, next thing you know, we lose to Rebel by 1 in the winter league. Damn, and this is when Rebel was in their prime. No, not Rebel, Upton 187. Sorry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
The good players, not Rebel with Henry and them, the shitty one.
That ain't right, man. That ain't right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
We gotta get someone from Rebel on to fight back here ASAP.
You know what? You think I'm crazy? Go look at Rebel's record before Upton 187 players got picked up. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I leave. I just state facts. All right. If Henry,
what is it? What's the record? Before,
bro, they were ranked 17th at the time out of 18 teams until they picked up 187 players. If Henry didn't burn down BCK's field, okay. That's my story. Then they would have never even been in the pro division. But we got into pro division too because they expanded. But anyway, so we go and we play the pro. Or we end up in the pro division. And next thing you know, we're causing chaos.
There
That's
we go.
Story.
How's PK doing? Is he all right? I know that he's been dealing with an injury. Is he good?
No, he's fine. What's wrong with him?
Okay. No, just when I went to the pro tour, I know that he had.
God. Dude, this guy's a hypo. Will you stop? Don't cater to his. Bro, the one day, you know what? The one day we're hanging out, no BS. Pat, listen, I'm also a hypo sometimes, but he takes it to another level. He's like,
I love PK, dude.
Oh, he's the best.
Awesome.
He hits me up. I almost start crying laughing. He goes, dude. So listen. I think my hands are swollen a little bit, and I Googled it, and I have diabetes. I go, what? He's like, yeah, dude, I think my hand's swollen. I Googled it, on WebMD, I have diabetes. I go, Pat, you don't have diabetes. You're 25 years old, you're fine, dude. He's like, no, I got it. So, Pat will always have this, he'll WebMD something. He'll be like, I think I tore my Achilles. I'm like, did you go to the doctor? He goes, nah, I self-diagnosed. I'm like, will you stop, dude? He's like, I think So, no, he's fine.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I want to actually dive into your the lineage again, because what you guys have done is pretty amazing. There's a lot of people out there that want to do what you guys have done, take their team and get to the pros. It didn't happen overnight, know, and you guys have been going at it for a long time. But kind of talk to me about those couple years prior to going pro. And what it takes to make that leap and then stick around too, because a lot of teams don't make it as far as you guys have.
Bro, so when I say we, me and my brother have been playing semi-pro for 10 years going into this thing. It's a long time, bro. You know what I mean? We were playing semi for a long freaking time. And so I was just yo, we put the effort in to really get there. And I had opportunities to go play for a pro team at the time, but I wasn't going to leave my brother. So, and bro, we were grinding. So a lot of dudes that I've seen come in and out of paintball just kind of gave up, and we just been playing, bro. Honestly, just not giving up. I knew that we were gonna
well, you love it. You love it.
Yeah, I really do. I really it's a sport that I really enjoy. That I don't know what I will do without when I'm I want to play for a long time. So you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be
Amen.
36 and hang the cleats up type of thing. I'm trying to go to Shane Howe, trying to break his record. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
I
like
think
Shane McShane.
Ryan's gonna break it first, and then
Yeah.
and then you're gonna have to break Ryan's record.
yeah,
For
that's probably
sure.
true. That boy, he's robo.
It's
He's
crazy.
yeah, he's on another level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we've been grinding for a long time, man. And the fact that we are able to get recognition due to that is awesome. And honestly, the shit talking didn't even really start till we got to pro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be quite honest, like yeah, we talked a little smack here and there. I mean, but people didn't mess with us, right? Like when we were in the semi-pro division, like you guys know, you're in the pro division, you're in your own world. When you go in the pro division,
Yeah.
you have no idea what happens in the divisional ranks at all.
No.
You really don't.
No.
And so, like, bro, it was a lot of grinders, bro. We had to do a lot, and when that, and we were lucky to come out of there with, a good
Yeah.
group of guys. It's tough.
Marcelo and myself, we follow all of paintball, so we got our pulse on like divisional as well a little bit, just because, and a lot of pro teams should, because we got to have players that are coming in and becoming pros. So, but you're right, it's an unsung story in the divisionals for the most part, and that's why we're so stoked to have this show, because we want to get all these up and coming divisional players as well and tell those stories, because it's really important. That grind, that 10-year grind, you never gave up, dude. You never gave up. You kept working. You guys did it for the love of the game with the passion, and you're still out there throwing up big games in the pro league, which is amazing, man.
I mean, bro, don't get it twisted. Like, I would go out. Like, I used to love going out. I used to go out to the clubs till like 3 a.m, right? Go out and party. I would get in the car. We'd have to drive all the way to freaking Long Island, 4 hours from me, bro. 4 hours there, 4 hours back.
Oh, man.
Dude, it was hell.
You play a high buy?
Nah, we were playing at Cousins at the time.
Okay, yeah.
And so
they closed too, right?
Yeah. No, Cousins is open.
Oh,
Long
good.
Island?
Yeah, it's open.
No, not Long Island. Yeah,
bro.
Huh.
Shout out to Cousins. Let's go.
Bro, I used to be like exhausted. I would sleep in the car right there, play 3-4 hours, get in the car, drive home from the Jester practice, and be exhausted. Man, we did that for a long time. And like, I had to make a decision at some point: do I continue to keep going out, or do I take this sport very seriously? So I just, and I always tell people that I'm like, you have options. Like, bro, everyone's like, oh, paintball is so expensive, this and that. I'm like, yo, stop. It's another bill. You can go to the club and go to the bar and go spend $100 that night. You know what I mean? Or you can go and use it for paintball. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go do it. It's just if they choose to. I always say that shit all the time, bro. They always make excuses. I'm like, dude, save the excuses. I don't want to hear that. Can you do it? Yeah, you can. It's whether you want to.
Big
totally.
Facts. Yeah. Just a small correction there. It's Staten Island. Cousins is in Staten Island, not Long Island.
Nah.
I just Googled it, bro.
Bro, I promise you, bro. It's in Calverton, bro. Look it right now. Google it. It's in Calverton.
I did just Google it. Let's see.
They moved it then. They had to.
Yeah. So, because I coach a team out of Long Island.
Yeah, I know. How I reckon crew.
Yeah. And there's
that boy Colton,
Cousins, and they always say it's like an hour.
That boy Colton, he's gonna be pro soon, bro.
100%, dude. A lot of those kids, man. Yeah.
Why they pay you though? I'm just saying, if they want the coach, baby, you just gotta come to your boy.
Oh goodness, dude, you don't even know where the field is.
Oh, dude, I can't help it, dude. 2727
Arthur Kill Road, Staten Island, New York, 10309. Cousins.
Man, Google is wrong, bro. Stop it. Stop that noise.
Hey, Young Jamie, spell check real quick. We got Young Jamie on here. We got it. In any case, it's a field in New York. You got that part right.
Yeah. I used to play against, so actually, speaking of Cousins, when I was a young boy, I was probably 12, 13 years old, New York Extreme, used to play at Cousins in Newburgh, New York, okay? There used to be a lot of pros that used to come there. Ground Zero. So what? Actually, this is funny. So when I was like 13 years old, I used to go there and I used to watch, and they let me hop in for a point, and it was the fun. It was like changed my life because like, oh wow. And then and then I when I was a little boy, it was like 03 or I think it was 2003. I went to the Philly event and pitted for Ground Zero.
Yeah.
And, that's sick. Yep.
Yeah. So when I pitted for them and they were winning, so they're superstitious. They're like, don't let these kids leave. They're like, they think it was like us. I'm like, bro, like we're 12 years old. They're like, yo, you can't leave. You gotta fill these pots. You're like good luck charms, because I don't think they had one in a little bit of some. And so, bro, we went and did that, and it was crazy. Like,
That's
actually,
awesome.
yeah. So it was, it was cool. And then now, to say that
It's life changing, dude. It is.
Yeah, we actually hit up Rosie. So we didn't just take the New York Extreme name too. Like, I knew Rosie when I was a little kid. So so when we wanted to turn from New York Outlaws, because we were with Trade My Gun Outlaws, we wanted our own thing. We hit up Rosie and said, "Hey, Rosie, we want to use this. Do we have your permission?" Type of thing. It's a respect thing. You know what I mean? So we hit him up, and he gave us the A-OK. So,
dude, that's cool. major key right there.
Another key is switching out of New Balances and going into. We're not even going to get into that, Marcelo.
I don't think you guys ever even wore New Balance.
No, dude, we don't. We get beat up out there. Bro, listen, if I want to walk down the street, I want to be able to go, "Hey, man, I'm going to get robbed, and they're actually going to want to take my sneakers." In your scenario, nobody's going to just take my sneakers. They're going to leave them on my feet, okay?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, I'm not trying to get sneaker jacked over here. Yeah. You want to know something funny about the New Balances? It's truly the only cleat that I can wear comfortably, cuz I've got some messed up feet. I've got these really bad bunions. And these are the most comfortable
You got the Mr. Deeds foot? You got the Mr. Deeds foot?
I got the Mr. Deeds foot. So my care for how they look is so just not even on the radar as long as they're comfortable. But to be honest, I think it looked pretty damn cool. I got a pair over here somewhere. I should bring it over here.
No, you don't have to. Please.
Got the New Balance Freeze.
Those cleats are insane. They have the teeth on the side. Yeah,
they're insane.
Listen, bro, you know what we were the Cam Newton high top cleats. And by the way, we started that trend. All right, don't get it twisted. Yo, I'll never forget this. I swear to God, no BS. They just came out, and our whole team got them, right? And Keith DeVitt was on our team, and we were wearing these things. And Keith's like, "Dude, why do you wear those? All the pros make fun of you for them because you guys look stupid." And all of a sudden, years later, everybody's wearing them. I'm like, "Yeah, who's the idiot now?"
The high tops you're talking about.
I'm not a fan of the high tops at all. Dude, I hate high top cleats.
Bro, they're the best. They're not like that. They're like super light.
They are.
The Cam Newtons are sick, dude. I love the Cam Newtons. Yeah.
Yeah, those were dope. We both had a pair of those Cam Newtons in Vegas that one year we won.
It's a game changer, bro. Can't win.
Dude, the cams are insane for sure. I'll give you that.
It's not good for the ankles. If you really don't need them, it's not good to have ankle support like that.
You're bugging, bro. You're bugging.
No, man. Truth. It weakens the ankles. You lose the strength in those little muscles that do help prevent injury.
I actually have a bad ankle, so I have.
Then you shouldn't. You should honestly train without that kind of stuff and strengthen your ankles.
I would legit snap my ankle.
Best way.
Yeah. You got to keep the shoe.
Give me a little crossover one time. You'll snap those ankles too. You are like Boogie Cousins, dude.
Stop. Okay, first off, Lillard, bro. Honestly, I'm even Westbrook. Okay, I'll take Westbrook. All right.
There you go.
All right, but I'm definitely not no DeMarcus Cousins, bro. All right.
Westbrook.
Marcelo actually
the athletic phenom. Athletic phenom Westbrook. That's you.
Yeah, bro. Listen, how many times I end up in the Snake Last event? All the time.
Yes, bro. You get in there. You get in all the spots, dude. That's why I've always been a fan. You get in all the spots, big, small. It doesn't matter how many hits you got to get rid of.
Whoa, dude. What's with the name calling, dude?
I'm just kidding. You get it done, dude. You truly do. You get in there. There was a time with New York Extreme as well, where it's like you were the front, like you were always the one in the snake, and people want to hate on him. Like, bro, he's the only one getting it done.
And you would get it done.
Yeah, 100%. And I will give it to you. I've always told you this too, man. You get it done.
It's a
mental. I don't know how you do it sometimes, but you get it done.
What do you mean you don't know? It's tactical, baby.
I don't know how you do it sometimes.
What do you mean? It's my NFL combine speed, bro. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
It's a stunt show out there every time.
I was in Cali, and Marcelo, we were eating Chipotle, and he's talking smack. And then all of a sudden, we got into basketball, and I was like, bro, I will miss my flight to go smoke you on this court. All right.
You got no chance in basketball, dude. It'd be the same as paintball.
Dude, we gotta get that for the YouTube channel. We gotta YouTube that.
Let's go.
Sure.
Let's go.
I will literally fly out tomorrow to go beat you down and take the ride back home, bro.
Done deal. Done deal.
We could put coins on it.
There you go.
I'm in. Let's go.
I'll put some coins on some basketball.
I'm with that.
Yeah, straight up.
Now listen, here's the thing, though, baby. I'm not a shooter.
I'm the YouTuber. I'm getting the video. This is gonna be lit.
That's a problem for you, bro. If you are not a shooter, that's a problem.
I have the meanest crossover and the meanest handles you ever see, and I'll just body you, bro. all the way down. I'll
better-
just body you down all the way through. That little boy body
Look,
frame you got.
Listen. Just make sure you bring your ankle support. All right.
Please wear your New Balances to when we play, so I can smoke you, dog.
just make sure you wear your ankle support. That's all I ask, bro.
So I'm actually. So, bro, here's the thing. I actually am banned from. So, like, I used to like go to the Y. I actually Bo literally banned me. I'm not allowed to play basketball from February till November because I used to always like mess my ankle up playing ball. So he would be like, "Yo, bro, that's it. You're done." He's like, "Either you play basketball or you want to play pro paintball." I'm like, "All right." So now I can't even play between like February and like November because I haven't touched I haven't touched a ball in a couple of years, but I still smoked you. I know that.
That's a good excuse. Yeah, it's good.
My
I like it.
God.
It's all good. No worries.
Happening.
Blame Bo.
It's happening.
It's
happening.
Yo, you know what?
We're
Yo,
getting
Harmon, get the damn video camera out.
we're getting this going.
I'll be here.
Dude, I can't wait.
Are you guys going to that California event?
For
Not
the
sure
one
yet.
in Sacramento?
Yeah.
I think I have an event booked for that weekend.
No, like, are you guys playing it? Because they're letting the pros in it.
Oh,
Like,
that's
is
right.
Houston Heat playing in it?
Yo, what's up with that? They just said, oh, we're gonna do open now. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. That is kind of what they did and said. I don't know.
He just realized. So I talked to Tom about it because I was asking him. I said, "Why don't you let the pros play in it?" So he's like, I don't want to do it on the first one. And then when he did the first one, he goes, all right, I should let the pros play in it. So then he's doing 10 open spots. I know like DMG is going to play in it. I think the Impact probably going to play in it without the Canadians. And then, Ironman, I guess, are going. I don't know. Like, the only thing I know is so it's going to be 10 spots to the pro team. Now, if let's say 9 pro teams pay for it, then the one spot will go to like a semi-pro team next.
Semi-pro team.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the scoop on that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We do have some questions that I want to get through from our supporters, our PTG teammates, that they have questions for you. There's some funny ones. These aren't from me, so don't take this personal. It's just these guys are having fun and want to ask you some questions. So Steve, shout out to Steve. He takes such tremendous care of the Discord and the PTG fam. He was wondering, when will the time come that NYX has to either win or stop talking smack? And also, what happened with the sponsors for this year? I know that there were some changes, if you want to talk about that.
Sure.
But personally, I don't think you guys should ever stop talking smack. Keep it lit. Let's go.
So we always get this conversation of like, yo, you guys always talk smack, but you don't win enough. And I go, bro, listen. People forget this is our 4th year going pro, right?
Yeah.
Now we're starting to like really, like, people forget that. And like, we had a year off, like where we didn't really have events. So like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just,
that's crazy. Yeah.
To really think about that. Like, bro, we're not like, it's not like we've been pro, like, in the pro division for a long time. Yes, we've been playing paintball for a long time, but as you guys know, how hard is it to find, the perfect match, the perfect roster, the perfect coach, and then try to get to that level, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that first year when we came into pro, we made Sunday twice. We had Rosati, we had John Delano, we had me, my brother, Hennessy. We had it, we made Sunday twice that first year, but then Impact goes and scoops Rosati and messes everything up, and kills our attack, and it happens, bro. So I think that the shit talking is never gonna stop. So
let's go.
That was a bummer too, because Impact took Rosati and didn't really give him an opportunity, and it kind of, I don't know if that's, I don't want to speak for him. I don't know if that's what ended his career, but he's obviously not around anymore, and that kid had so much potential, man.
Bro, it's tough. You go on a team like Impact, not on any given day 10 of the best players in the world, right? Same thing with Houston Heat. Any given day 10 of the best players in the world, except for Yaya, who sucks.
That's my dog. Hey, that's the fastest man in the world.
Yeah,
that's the fastest man in the world.
I'd smoke him in a race.
We need some more coins on that too.
Coins, bro.
All right, we got two YouTube videos to get now. All right, I got both of those.
Bro, so like you guys know, bro, like playing in the pro division is not easy, and getting that great mix, you need that. So I feel like I think we're there. honestly, I think we're there. And I think if
Yeah.
you're going to see, like, going forward, like, next event, we're only going to work harder. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I think
Love
that
that.
you're only going to get more out of New York Extreme, you know. And look, we drew Houston Heat on Sunday, you know, and you guys were literally slacking people the whole
Mhm.
tournament. The whole tournament. You smacked Dynasty by like 5, you know, in Sunday. So, like, I
It was
mean,
like
bro,
3,
yeah, you
Yeah.
know. So,
4.
like,
What was the score of that game?
I
I
don't
tried
know,
to forget
dude.
about it.
It
You
was
know what
Yeah.
it was, Tyler? I know you know, Ty.
I
Ty,
think
I
we
know
were
you
up
know. What was the
4.
score?
Yeah, it was up
yeah,
4.
you know. And if New York Extreme had beat Houston Heat, we would have went all the way to the finals and won Impact to beat them, and boom, we would have had a trophy sitting here.
Yeah.
But no, it
Yeah.
didn't work out like that because stupid
Yeah.
Fedorov had to go off. All right. But I mean, honestly, I think that, like, you're only gonna see more of us, and you know, and the shit talking is never gonna stop because we're just, I mean, you know, that's
I
just
love
in
that.
me, and in Hennessy and in Pat Craft. You know, you're not
It's
gonna
the
get that out of,
passion.
like, you're not gonna get that out of some of my guys. You're not gonna get that out of, like, Cantor or Little John Iannucci or
Mhm.
Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's
Well,
just
and
what it
then
is.
we got another one here from Welshie. He's saying that on field you guys are like the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. Off the field, you guys are a really good group of dudes. Any chance of a behind the scenes New York Extreme like show that'll highlight both sides, or do you guys like being the villains and kind of playing that role?
You know, I've always brought that up. I think that it's time that we start maybe videotaping some of the stuff we do because it is the
Yeah.
most ridiculous. Bro, the amount of pranks that we play on each other is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you know how messed up we are is how when we can get Russian Legion to just start being little kids. They came out to our field and we practiced them, right?
uh-huh.
So we're driving, and I have Pantalev, who's like the most responsible human being in Smoltrov. You know what I mean? They're very, like, nice guys.
Yeah.
We're driving, and I'm launching paintballs at them. Smoltrov's throwing stuff at, like, water bottles at me. And so then we get so, you know, we had a great time. We are hanging out, and then we get to the event. We're in the same hotel as Russian Legion, and I see Smoltrov. Like, yo, Smoltrov, what room you in? He's like, we'll hang out later. He's like, so he tells his room number, and I set up a wake up call for 3:05, 3:10.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, bro, they didn't just do like one of his rooms; they did all of the Russian Legion rooms. So the next morning, Big John Iannucci was walking by, and one of the Russian guys is yelling at the front desk, going, "I never did the wake up call 3 times, 3 in the morning." So I walk by, I go, "Yo, did you guys' phone go off?" And he goes, "Yeah, bro. Did yours?" I go, "No." And we start laughing, going, "Oh, you pricks."
Dude, that's
Bro,
That's
hilarious.
funny. Dude, the Russian guys are actually amazing people.
the
They're
best,
so
You know,
awesome.
yeah,
the
yeah,
best.
and you get them in a setting where they kind of open up a little bit. You
Yeah.
know, have a couple drinks with them. They're some of the coolest dudes in the world.
They're literally the best. We took them out to eat, and we actually beat them there. So we got a little baby chair, and we put it there, and we wrote Alexander Malloy Brendikov. So when they walked in, the sign was literally right on the baby chair, and he goes, you know. So he's
He's one of my
hilarious.
favorites.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
the best.
he's hilarious. Yeah. I think he pretended that he didn't speak English or understand me for like 2 events when I played on the team. And then finally one day he just like busted out a conversation with me. And I was like, "You've understood me the whole time?" Are you kidding me?
Wait, you played for Russian Legion?
Yeah, 2012, bro. Where you been? What?
Dude, I'm sorry. I don't fill the octopus pot fillers.
Yeah.
No, I'm
All
just
right,
kidding.
I got 4
Mhm.
more questions, dude. The listeners are hungry. Who invented the hopper dump? We'll get this one out of the way quick.
Backcraft.
PK, dude.
Okay,
Backcraft.
that's from Rounder 11. Shout out to Rounder. Droog, he was wondering with the loss to Heat, do you think it was karma for taunting the sweet Heat ladies in the stands?
All right. So I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, Harmon, you didn't even know. So the point that
No,
I ran down the Dorito side,
uh-huh.
and I was literally in your Dorito 3. It was still like a
Yeah.
3-on-3, and I shot Mishka, and then you shot me, right?
Mhm, yep.
We ended up winning
Yep.
the point because it was you and Chad George. Okay.
Yeah.
So we ended up winning the point, and I turn around, and the whole VIP was right there with him pointing. I go, how about this? I go, heat him up, right?
Oh no.
No, but listen, what people don't know is me and the Houston Heat moms are like best friends. Like we're
Yeah.
always in the VIP, we're hanging out. You know, we always joke. They get hammered, and we just have a good time. So
Nice.
like they liked
Dude,
it.
they're
They
so
did.
sweet. Yeah.
They liked it. They didn't take any offense to it.
No.
But no,
Nobody knows that side of you.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just they see you're chirping, and they think it's always rude and disrespectful, but it's
No.
No.
He legitimately
it's
is in the
not.
VIP with them every
Yeah.
tournament, hanging out. They're like friends.
Well, they got a lot of time on Sunday to spend in the VIP, so I can.
Get
Dude, I can't wait for the next event, dude.
Let's
Oh
go.
my god, dude.
Speaking of next event, who's in your bracket? And then we'll get to the last of these questions. Sorry, Ty.
No, you did.
I got Infamous, Thunder, NRG, and Uprising. Now, don't forget, people call this the soft bracket. BS. Infamous just got a second 2 events ago. Okay.
Mhm.
Why are you defending it already? You seem.
Well, not because some people, because there's harder brackets, but people like always like, they try to do that. Oh, there's a hard bracket
Of
and like
course.
an easy bracket.
Yeah.
Thunder's lost 1 prelim match in the past 2 events in 2020.
Bro, they all got paintball guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog. And
They all
Uprising
got paintball guns.
can show up and win a tournament out of nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
NRG.
I don't know about all that yet, but they can show up and perform.
Bro, listen,
sure.
they were literally 1
Top 4.
point away at World Cup from beating Houston. They actually should have beat Houston and went to the finals. So
I know, but you can't say they could show up and win a tournament at any time when they've never even been to the finals. Just saying.
But
you're right. They can show up and ball. 100%.
They're no slouches, bro.
100%. No.
And then NRG, who's had 2 death brackets and almost beat, they're no slouches either.
They played really well at the last event. Actually, they've
been playing
players. Well. Yeah, a lot of these teams now, the mid-level teams, lower level, they're getting good. They're getting dangerous. To where you have to show up and you have to compete against them at 100%. Otherwise, they'll catch you slipping. It's a good thing for the league. It's good.
Bro,
parity.
I was actually saying this to Tom Cole. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your questions. I said,
No,
bro,
you're good.
I just was like, bro, like when I'm playing now against you guys, and especially this event, I was just like, before when it was like, I just felt like we just weren't as good. And now, I feel like our team is like to the point where I'm just like, all right, like it's not the same like on the field like dominance that you guys used to beat us down with. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we're like catching up at like to the point where we're like you could say equal or whatever you want to call it, but I just feel like that pressure is not the same, like of how that awe factor is not there.
You guys are in striking distance now.
Yes.
And that's where you want to be in a fight, right? Stay in it and have a chance to strike at the end and win. And
now it comes down to on us though of working even harder, right? Because we can't go into the next event half-assed.
No.
And I try to preach that all the time.
That's right. Even, that goes for anybody out there who does well or does anything. You got to work 10 times harder now. You know what I mean? Because now you got more optics on you. You got more things going on. People are going to be really digging into the minute details. You got to be even more perfect. You got to be great,
I mean, people were sleeping on us before, which would have been stupid of them, right? They're definitely not going to do it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
which makes it only that much more difficult for you guys.
Correct. Yeah. Because now they have to figure out how are they going to take out me or Pat Kraft or and I don't even have a full roster yet. Once I have once I have Stetzel back and stuff too, and a couple other players, bro, forget it. It's we've had the injury bug for 2 years.
Why are they? What's going on there?
Stetzel broke his shoulder right before Vegas. So
yeah, damn, dude. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but he'll be good for either World Cup or the event after. And I got one of my friends got ran over by an 18-wheeler on his foot at an NRG Invitational. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. So he's out, and I have a couple of little hitters in the roster that we're just waiting on. So it's all
there. We go.
Streams only get deeper in the roster. We're light right now. You know what I mean? So,
and you own the team, right? This is your baby.
So it's Bo Milo, my brother, and me, the 3 compadres. At the end of the day, Bo has a final call because he's obviously way older than he's older than me.
Yeah,
so respect. You know what I mean?
He's the OG.
But at the end of the day, it's a team. It comes a 3-way. Like it goes Bo, my brother, and me on who makes the decisions on like who we're gonna take, keep.
Dude, that's awesome. Stuff, That's amazing that you guys have built
he's
that.
literally my brother, so
Yeah, it's good stuff, dude. All right, Chris Tucker. He's got a question. He was just saying, you played amazing at the event. How was it training with Rich to get ready? We kind of went over that. And how how are you still alive after training with Rich? He's wondering how how
Bro,
it was working with him.
cryotherapy. Right?
Yeah.
Cryotherapy, dog. I mean, so infrared saunas. I mean, bro, all the above. Like, Rich,
There you go.
bro, like, you don't have a choice. Like, Rich literally will beat you to the ground. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I'm so used to playing paintball for 8 hours a day that I can do that, right? Like, I have no
Mhm.
issue going to the field and being there from 8 in the morning till like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, like, the fact that we do that is like, I'm in paintball. Like, people are like, yeah, you're thick and whatever. Dude, I could go play 100 points in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like people go and they run like 5 miles a day. It's not this. You should do that, but it's still not the same
Yeah.
as going to the paintball field and doing your paintball workouts. It's not the same. You have to like literally train, otherwise your body's not gonna. You could go and run 5 miles, but like it's not the same
Couldn't
as you
agree
should do
more.
that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's paintball shape. You got to be in paintball shape. And Alex here, he's just wondering, he said that you're like the honey badger. You don't GAS, you don't give and what drives you to be out there with your brothers every weekend, year after year? What's your guys' motivation and drive to keep doing this?
I hate losing. So, I mean, bro, that's number one. I literally anything. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what it is. I literally like, and it's so funny because all my teammates know how much I hate it. Like, it doesn't matter in anything. So, like, I literally like to my core hate that. So, like, I will do whatever it takes, and not only I want to prove that whenever I do end up stop playing paintball, that I will be known as one of the best players to ever play the game. That's my goal. You know,
Love that.
and yeah, and to literally be like, oh, this guy was one of the best players to ever play the game. And it's crazy to think that I've gotten as far as I have with recognition and people knowing me right now. But that to me doesn't mean anything until I want to be able to win championships with my team, my brothers, right? Like that's the biggest thing for me. I don't really care, like to be honest, be like, dude, you're like I have friends around me, they're like, dude, like everybody knows you. Like how sick is it? I'm like, bro, to be honest, I don't care about that. I want to win because I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like that's what a lot of people get caught up on because I feel like if you get into the pro division, next thing you know, you're taking pictures with people, or they want your jersey, or they want to autograph what people. I feel like you get caught up in that sometimes, or the social media, right? You're like, dude, you know what I mean? Or like, now
Totally.
you're so worried about what hashtag you should put on. You're not even thinking about what you need to do to go and win. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a huge thing. So I try to not focus on any of that. I block all that out, and I just want to play, win.
Yeah. Well, you guys are playing with some grit, dude. It's fun to watch. Truly is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you definitely again played with a lot of power at the last event, and it's possible for your guys' organization. Obviously, you guys know that the work needs to. You guys got to do more work now than ever before because now there's a little bit of a target on your back as well because whatever top level teams see you guys in that bracket, they're going to bring their A game against you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can't forget, like, too, like, bro, I didn't do this by myself playing this last event. Pac Rap was on fire. That boy played out of his mind. Cantor played out of his mind. Jerry Caro played out of his mind. Marcelo, you know that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jerry's lights out, baby.
Yeah.
Kid's a young phenom. Dude, I don't know if you even know this, but Jerry and I played on the Ironman together once upon a time.
Oh, really?
And yeah. He was one of Shane Pistana's kids.
Yeah, he told me he doesn't like you. That's cool though. All right. Yeah. I mean, bro, like literally, bro, like you need, like, bro, it's 110%. Like it's not. Harris Hussain is not out there shooting, like 5 players. That's a team effort, and like my boy PK was literally on beast mode. Cantor was on beast mode. Like Carl was on beast mode. Willie, Josh, I mean everybody, the whole crew. Like there was not, and that's what I think people, if you're listening to this and like understand, like, dude, like how do I get into this scenario? It's like you need to do it, as a team. You got to work hard, and I know people say that it's so cliche, but you got to do that. If you don't, you're wasting your time. You can play for fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But then, you're going to be hanging out wearing New Balances.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not really. It's just not. Hey, I'll do that with a trophy all day,
Yeah.
instead of in the VIP with the Heat ladies watching on Sunday.
Oh God, I really hate you. I really hate you. Hey, you know what? You know what? The one thing I'll say about the Heat Bombs, dog, they bring the best food, baby. So don't get it twisted
Oh, I
now.
Oh
believe
yeah.
it. I believe it. Yeah, I know. I know. Ty's been eating well.
Yeah. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
little thicker too over here.
Yeah, you know.
Dude, there you go. Speaking of eating well, this is another question from our PTG family over here in the Discord. From our boy Garrett Hobbs. How many Big Macs can you eat in one setting?
Oh
It's a real
no.
question. That's a real question from one of our
God,
supporters. Why are you looking like that?
God, I hate you, Marcelo. I swear.
I didn't
Questions you
ask
could
this, bro.
pick that one. Okay, first off, no, I don't like Big Macs, and you know what? Freaking.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
don't get it twisted. All
Okay.
right, I'm a cheesecake connoisseur. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Uh,
right. I love me
and
some
I
cheesecake.
love pizza, bro. But I've had to cut all that out. Listen, your boy is
Yeah.
down right now about 7 pounds. I got another like
There we
23
go.
to go. So
Dude,
Okay.
that's
I'm
amazing.
gonna come.
There
I'm
we go.
coming hard, baby. You know what I'm saying? I
He's
got
gonna
like.
What's
come.
your
He's gonna run down the whole field and come stick you, Marcel.
what's bring it on, please. Please bring it on.
Oh, I ain't gonna bring it
Oh
up.
man.
So you should have nightmares from the last time we played. It was like ka in the face.
All I know is we walked away with that dub. All I had to do was
Yo,
wave
bro,
goodbye after a
you
clutch overtime
you should
appearance.
go hug that ref that called that minor, because if it wasn't for that, bro, Urena was gonna end up with another penalty. I was about to get him a freaking another major for spinning, and we would have won that freaking match,
Uh,
dude.
oh, you know what's so funny? Speaking of, you almost got me. You almost got me on the sidelines. I was like, oh, this motherfucker. I never get got like that. We're walking off, and I was dead already.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you were alive. You start chirping, and I responded, and you were like, you knew what you were doing.
Oh,
You immediately went to the ref. You're like, that's a penalty, and I was just like, I zipped it and ran off the field. I was like, oh shit! If I get a
So,
penalty for that, I'm gonna be so mad at myself.
So, yo, bro, you know what's messed up is you walked like, listen, I just snapped you out like a little baby. You were like, oh, I'm gonna look at the snap. So he gets snapped, bro. And I knew if we won this point that they were gonna implode in the pit, because they were up 3-0, and it was only me and Willie on the snake side. They had the whole Dorito side. So we win the point, and Marcelo's walking up, and I knew Marcelo was fuming. So I got
I
right.
wasn't though. You were so wrong with this,
What did
which is why.
No, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
You turned around and you reacted to me. And I think you said
Uh-huh.
something. I don't remember what you said. And
Yeah, I don't remember either.
it
Probably
was.
told you to focus on winning.
I think you said something like, "Stop shooting me in the face." And I go, "Ref!" And bro, right away, the moment he did that, I go, "Ref!" He's talking, because I wanted to get him a penalty, and you should have got one, but they didn't give it to you.
Well, they have to give a warning first for talking penalties. That's like their rule, I guess.
Gotcha.
And he knew what you're doing. That would have been the weakest penalty of all time, and you know it though. Like that shouldn't be a penalty. You should be able to chirp on the sidelines if it doesn't change the
You know
game.
what I'm saying? I agree. You know what I was actually gonna do? I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should shoot at his feet or something to really get him going. I was like, maybe I shoot towards his feet, but I was like, But you know, in all reality, like I was laughing, because I'm actually glad though, to be honest, that they didn't give you a penalty, because I don't want any stupid reasons of like why we win, because I want to beat you guys straight up. That's the one thing I will say. Like I don't want that to happen. I want them to like let us go at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
But I
one
wish
thing
you
I
did
really
give me
like
one.
though. Yeah.
I just so quickly was like, "Oh, you idiot! Go for it! How did you let this bozo fool you?" I fell right into his trap.
I love it.
Damn it,
Dude,
Eric. Damn
I
it.
love the mind games, because that's what it is. Like he's
Yeah.
trying to get leverage any way he can. He's just trying to leverage the system, and dude, that's how you sometimes walk away with a little bit more than you would have normally.
Yeah, bro. Like I was
Yeah.
doing. You know what I'm saying?
What I will say though is, if you didn't talk shit, you guys probably would have won that game.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Just saying.
Stop.
No.
If you
We
didn't talk shit, you probably would
Listen,
have won.
the shit
Once you
talking.
put that out there, there was no way we were losing that overtime point. Just
Bro,
bottom
we
line.
should have beat you in the
Just gonna
overtime
happen.
point. We lost. You know what? You shot two of us off the break, right?
Yep,
It was
you're
a
welcome.
5-on-3, and then all of a sudden it ends up being a 3-on-3 because you guys
Yeah.
had a penalty, right? And I was
Mhm.
already laughing like, "Oh, we got this all day long." You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And if we didn't get a penalty, it would have been over for you, bro. You would have
It
lost.
would have been over for you, bro.
I got pulled on so many penalties, like it pit, dude. Dude, I got pulled on like 10 penalties.
But
Oh,
why do you
no.
think? Oh, you mean your teammates got a penalty and you got pulled for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, hey, that happens. It happened to me a lot as well, and
Well,
like to use that as an excuse as a cop out there.
Dude,
well,
do you know what I do?
If I was in, I realized hiding in the
Dude.
back center, doing absolutely nothing, and doing the Marcelo Margot Dynasty, because I hear you all the time. You did a great job of talking, but the other thing I hear is Dynasty. I'm like, yo, what is he saying, bro?
Jesus, dude, you sound like a 14-year-old female yelling into this computer right now. Can you please keep your vocals in the appropriate
I'm
range?
just relaying what you sound like on the field.
That usually means we're winning, by the way. So I'm sure you hear it a lot.
What is
when
that?
I'm saying that usually means we're winning. So
I want to say, bro, you know what I'm saying? You definitely you do communicate, even if you make no sense doing it. Yo, do they pay you by the hour to hang out back there?
Hey, anytime you want it, dude. Anytime you want it. Anytime you want it. You can get it anytime you want it.
Penalty, and you know what? I'm gonna tell the refs next time that yo, if he talks again, bro, you better give that man a penalty.
They're gonna have to come and tell me first. If you want to talk that game, we could do that. There's a lot of stuff we could get. You guys penalties for.
Harmon's team got a penalty for talking while they were dead in the finals.
Yeah, dude. One of our people inside of the pit was talking and got me pulled. I got pulled out of the game for that.
In the finals, bro.
In the finals. Yeah, it was crazy.
No warrant. Was it Todd?
No, I don't want to put whoever it was on blast.
Okay.
It was one of the
But they got a penalty, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, they must have given you a warning.
No, I mean, I didn't get a warning. They didn't tell me anything. They just, they just came straight.
They did say they gave both teams a warning.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally, bro, whenever I see a penalty coming our way, I legitimately hide from every ref. I do. I like go under my bunker so they don't pull me.
Dude, they just will not leave me alone. I'm like, will you stop pulling me? I'm like, can you go pull somebody else, dude?
You're the biggest target on the field. It's easy for him to find you.
Oh, and they know he's the best. They know he's the stunner man.
There you go, Harmon. That's what I'm talking about. You know the truth,
go stunt.
You know what I'm saying? My body count was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And, pow, pow, pow.
Get him out. Get him out. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to see you guys all out at the next tournament, and we're excited, to get everything going again. And Marsh, I'm not sure you have any final questions for my man.
No, I think we covered it all. I think we got all the. I think we got it.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to you guys. I appreciate you for letting me come out here, showing support. You know what I'm saying? I like how you guys are doing on the podcast and killing it now, bro. So I'm a fan of that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. I like what you guys are doing. I listen to all of them. So,
dude, much love, man. Yeah. It's been fun. Thanks, it's been so much fun for us.
No, it is. And honestly, I think, I appreciate all our sponsors too. Planet Clips, Trade My Gun, Rise, GI, Smart Parts, Bunker King, Virtue. Bro, I mean, like, without any of these, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. And it's huge to have that. So I want to give a shout out to all of them. I want to give a shout out to appreciate you guys since we've been in the league since day one, giving us support too. So that's much appreciated.
Dude, it's all love for the game, and absolutely, it takes a tribe of all these people coming together to make these things work. So we appreciate you and everything that you guys bring to the game too, man. And thank you for coming on the show. Telling these crazy ass stories and having some fun. Where can everybody keep up with you? Like on Instagram, Facebook, or anywhere else?
You don't got it.
So follow us on the New York Extreme Instagram page. All right. That's the biggest one right there. You know what I'm saying?
What is it?
Instagram page is
oh fuck.
Marcelo just knocked his drink all over his computer.
Yo, bro.
Oh, no.
Is that over the laptop?
Yep.
Oh, poor guy, dude.
Well, hey, PTG fam, we're going to need some help. You guys can help
start
us.
a GoFundMe for Marcelo's cleats and now his computer?
Oh, no.
We got a computer down over here.
Dude?
Oh, no. I hope so.
Dude, I told you that cup was bad luck. You were dripping. I told you that was
happened.
All right, so the Instagram.
All right, we got to get out of here, dude.
Hold on.
I've had enough.
The Instagram is new No, he's blowing on the computer. It's new_York Extreme. And we got to get Marcelo out of here because his computer is about to die. So thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
I hate you. this motherfucker, my kryptonite over here.
Yo, do me a favor. When you go tomorrow to the Apple store, take a picture for me. And when you're spending your credit card for $3,000 for a new computer.
You're paying for this one way or another.
We love you. Hey, PTG fam, thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Harris, you have a good night, brother.
Marcelo, you have the best night. Have the best night, Marcelo.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Peace.
All right, listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate your guys' support. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We had a great time sitting down and talking with Harris. We're excited to see what New York Extreme does in the future. If you guys would like, you could head over to ptgpaintball.com, check out all of our stuff. We have all of our shows on there, both audio and video, and we have the link to our Patreon, which will give you access to our Discord. Our Discord server is lit. If you guys haven't heard about it, you are missing out. Get signed up, become a supporter, and get in the PTG Discord. We're building an amazing community in there, doing tons of cool giveaways. We have tons of awesome stuff for you guys, and we do a lot of very interactive things in there as well that will help teach you guys and inform you guys of a lot of the different things that we're doing. So again, guys, that's ptgpaintball.com. If you guys need a website done, our website was done by Rusty Glaze at Concept Pursuit. You guys can head over to conceptpursuit.com and check it out. All right. Thank you, listeners. We will see you again very soon.